the stream. Yellow. Oh, green. Nope, red. Dropping some frames. Not a ton. It's
Loading.
like intermittent now. Let's see how this does. I'm going to go back to this. It has begun a stream. Let me know.
We're up. We're up.
Yeah, I can see.
Let me know if this is fixed. My goodness. Sounds much better so far. Yeah, pray for us, dog.
I'm not seeing any buffering.
No,
Still
same.
crap audio. Is this my audio? Maybe. Hold on.
Whose audio?
It might be. Hold on. Talk real quick, Millennial.
1, 2, 3. Test, test, test.
Okay. Dad.
Is it time for the limericks?
Yeah, maybe. Sounding so much better. Just works. All good for me. We're back. Struggle bus. Is it officially better? Hello.
It has been a struggle bus. No one knows.
Future state
I'm
trooper.
still playing.
It is good to see you. Millennials audio okay.
Thank you, Dan.
Dan, I want to give. I don't remember who was first in the last one. All I know is I feel sad that I missed.
Sarah was first.
I believe Sarah was first.
She was.
We're gonna give it to Sarah, even though this is the first time I've been first in a while.
Jinja for the super chat. I have to honor that super chat, so I'm trying my best to see if I can get my internet to sustain a stream here for a second. The joys of audio. Juan randomly popped in here.
I'm on my cell phone over here, but I figured I might see if I can help you troubleshoot.
I think it's good. I changed
They're
a
like
couple
getting
of
dinner.
things. So,
Oh yeah.
So Dan is complaining about my audio on the stream.
Okay. Oh, so you're live right now and it's working.
It is working. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're in it.
In that case, I'm gonna show people where I am.
Are you sober?
I'm working. Yes. I'm working, so I have to be yes.
Okay. Okay. Hi to
This
everyone.
is actual
Hi.
work, not happy hour work.
Advice for a young man getting into the field of law enforcement. Don't go be a firefighter.
Don't.
That's the best way I can describe it.
Start getting your real estate license because you'll be doing that in 3 years.
So
No,
we
I'm kidding.
just need to read Josh's lips because I can't hear it. So Shannon's complaining about my audio as well.
That might be your volume. Can they hear me?
I think they can. They should be responding to us shortly. I can't imagine. Maybe I'm just quiet. I can pull. Hold on. I'm just gonna change my mic real quick.
Fine. Oh, it's
I can
working.
hear you. I can hear you fine, dude.
I know, but the
We
stream.
can hear you on the Discord.
You can't, yeah.
It's a different audio source than mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's water.
You guys tell me if this helps or not. Did that help? Your audio is working fine for me. I can hear Juan. Mom, I can see you. Sounds like rubber banding. Audio seems fine for both. Everyone's saying I sound fine. I'm just going to turn it up on the volume here. Maybe that'll help. Juan, go away. You're like all over the place, dog.
Yeah, Juan is lagging now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm moving too much. All right, bye. I already did. Okay, good.
Bye, Felicia.
My camera's gone.
Quiet.
All right, y'all have fun. I'm gonna be in chat.
Okay, bye. My volume is low. Okay. That's a lot of bump in my volume as far as my microphone is concerned. Tell me if that works. Maybe even up my record volume here. Maybe I only have one microphone in. Is it because it's mono? How about now? Okay, you're a little quiet. Future troopers telling me I'm a little too quiet. Keith, are you good?
I'm good, man.
I'm ready to go.
Audio is good. You're loud. Queer Josh. Okay, much better. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down just a bit, just so I'm not ghetto blasting people's ears. Sounds good now. Okay, we have fixed it. Hopefully,
I love you, one.
speak normal volume now. Okay, I'll do my best. Josh's audio only in one headphone for me, but it doesn't bother me. I think it might be because it's for some odd reason kicking out in mono. I can see it in my settings that it's only mono, but I'm nervous on touching anything because it's currently working. Does Juan want to mention? No, Juan's at work. Anyways, I do want to say hello to everybody. I will try to get through some videos if we can. We do have a bunch of videos pulled up. I want to thank everybody that has come for the second go-around for this stream. I hear everyone else. Okay.
Do you want to bring us back up on the thumbnail because it looks like we got dropped a little bit.
Oh, that's okay. Hold on. I gotta fix that. Juan messed with my settings here. Hold on. Juan being here. Can y'all see my stream? Like my stream in Discord?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that. Okay.
Perfect. Okay. I gotta undo that. I'm joined here by Dad, per the usual, and we have Millennial Cop, a now pretty reasonably long time Patreon member, and a current Popo officer. He goes into a nondescript police department where he helps people. Josh is in one ear. I changed headphones. Yeah, I think it's kicking out in mono for me. So I'm only going to be in one very romantic ear, in which I'll say very sweet nothings.
You do that.
Technical Thursdays. It's Technical Thursday. So Bill is busy, and then Juan is working. So you guys are stuck with me and my internet. It has held for now, so we'll see what's going on. I'm going to get started with videos. I will be keeping track of the chat. In case, please just start yelling and, typing autistically in the chat, so hopefully I can notice it. But we're going to try to get through some videos. Like I said, I'm joined. Did we call ourselves the B team?
Yeah, the B team.
The B team. Yep.
Because we miss Bill. Hopefully he's having a wonderful evening. Thank you to everybody who's here. My ears blushing. I do want to give the... did Josh say he's got mono? No, I do not have mono. I will be out of one ear. I'm having weird technical difficulties, but I think we're going to be able to go ahead and champion forward. Hey, Josh, does this work? Yes, that does work.
Just like a trooper.
If Bill was here, none of this would have happened. I can confirm that if Bill was here, none of this would have happened. I do love you all, though, and I'm glad I am glad I do get to provide a stream. We're going to get in on these videos. We have a bunch. I want to thank our Patreon group, which we will be doing an after party for. So shout out to everybody that wants to hang out with us this evening. You can join our Patreon group for as little as $1 a month. It gives you direct access to our Discord. Per the usual, let's get into the videos. This is police wrestle. Oh, we have a pantless lady here. I'm assuming this is a Trooper Nathan
Responded
suggestion.
to a resident's early morning 911 call at an apartment complex. The caller reported hearing screaming and fighting from an apartment, leading them to call 911. Upon arriving, officers quickly headed to the second floor, hearing loud slamming and yelling from the hallway. Officers quickly ran to the apartment as the noise intensified and knocked on the door. Here's what the officers do
We
next.
got a little handpiece here. Did all of your in-car radios have cracked handpieces, like a Motorola?
Yes.
Crack?
Yes, it's not a good unit if you don't.
It's like 95% of they're like the little tan Motorola handpieces, and the face of these things always cracked. I swear it's every single police car. If you go into a police car or you go on a ride along, look at it, and I guarantee you it's cracked.
They were usually a little dirty too.
Yeah,
You know.
true. That's true.
So you just want to wear gloves before you grab them.
For anybody
so.
that's coming that watches our Rookie Reacts, I complain incessantly because there's two different handpieces inside of a car. You'll have your no, it's not your portable, it's your in-car, but you'll have your radio like handpiece, then you'll have your PA handpiece, which is your like speaker basically. And in that show, they do nothing but, and because it's like a black Whelan handset, and so you'll pull it up and you're just yelling out of a PA system out of the front of your car versus keying up, which are very, very different things. Am I the only one who cannot hear Josh? If you're listening to me with one ear, then yes.
Try the other ear.
Don't pay any attention to Mint. Mint was at the range recently, so
was at the range.
he's still got tinnitus.
Okay, so we're gonna see what they do.
How you doing, sir?
Get out here.
Oh,
Hey, get out here.
Come out here.
I'm on it one.
Get out here.
Why are you grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me?
Because we asked you to step outside. And you
Yeah,
didn't.
why are you grabbing me though? Are you kidding me right now?
Stop. Stop.
You guys kill me.
Stop.
You guys kill me. Because I'm a guy. You guys are grabbing me like this. For no
I
reason.
will say this: this was a really good job of going hands-on. I was
As soon as he
really
backed off. Yeah.
because like this guy's immediately kind of squirrely. He went like rabbited right back into the house. They were like, no. Like clearly something weird's going on. So they went and grabbed the guy, which I am happy with. You don't exactly know what you got, so I kind of understand their hesitation for just like throwing this guy in cuffs because they're like, I don't know, maybe he's just mad. I don't know what's going on. But at the very least, they're kind of doing their best to control him. But what I don't like is there's not much you can do about this. Is you have a completely unknown area in the actual apartment itself or motel room, whatever this is. Look kind of like a college dorm with this brick wall. But yeah.
Please stop.
Oh, no, they're gonna cuff him. There you go.
You guys are grabbing me for no reason.
Don't.
You're serious shit.
We're
You're not gonna hit me.
Stop moving.
Hey, excuse me. Stop telling
Wow,
me to
you
stop.
guys are little
Stop telling me to stop. Stop telling.
because I'm a guy and you're gonna put the handcuffs on me.
No, because you
Am I
didn't
allowed to
listen.
talk? My vagina's out. My little vagina's out, and I'm telling you to please stop.
Like what?
My.
Did she say vagina? What?
I'm not rewinding it, but I'm a little concerned about what she said.
I didn't understand what she said.
Clearly something's amiss.
Because I asked you to step outside and you took off inside.
I'm asking you to stop. I'm asking you to stop. Why are you telling me to stop?
Good job, Uncle Los.
Why are you telling me to stop?
Good job learning the video.
That's fine. But like, why are you grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me by my arm? Why are you grabbing me by my
Sarge is
arm?
after
No,
everything calls.
this is my house. You're in my.
Oh, Sarge is standing way too close. Like this is this is slapping distance right here.
Yeah.
Beautiful beard, bad position.
I kind of like. Part of me kind of gets it because I guess you want to be in a position in case this door goes back to swinging shut. But like,
And they were right behind him.
yeah, like get a little close. Is this like a third officer? Or did they get rid of the second guy? Or the
So one guy
initial
walked
people?
away and this guy turned.
Okay.
This is my house. You're grabbing me by my arm.
There's a third officer. Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm watching for police.
So you're allowed to grab me by my wrist
Yes, I am.
and throw me up against the wall when I'm asking
tell
you?
you.
Yeah, I'm asking you
Nope.
to stop. I'm asking you
I
to
asked you
stop.
to stop.
I asked you to stop.
I asked you to stop.
I walked out of my house and asked you to stop.
What a
Okay, and I told you to stop.
That's
You
not
don't
how
even
this
know.
works.
You don't even know what's going on.
That's not how that works.
Okay, you
So
don't
why
know.
you tell me what-
First of all, you don't know what's going on.
coming.
So why are you grabbing me by my wrist?
Tell me what happened.
Why are you grabbing me by my wrist?
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I'm telling you right now.
Hello,
Why are you
Sergeant
grabbing
taking
me
her
by my
seriously.
wrist?
So,
Listen.
being disorderly.
No, I'm being disorderly
Yeah.
when you grab me by my wrist. And
So, like, when you have people that are just a free advice if you're doing interviews out in the wild, this kind of circular discussion, very
Yeah.
unproductive for an investigation.
It's nowhere.
I get it if wow, Juan pinned his own comment. No. Or did you no. Unpin.
Delete.
I do think that if you're stalling for backup, I'd have no beef with it. Just let them sit there and cycle. The only downside is it is escalating the situation. But you have to break that cycle of why are you grabbing my briar? Like, address it and be done with it. If they're not done with it, like, try to move the conversation on because this isn't, like, advancing your investigation. And it's really only getting you in a situation where they're going to get more frustrated and you're going to get more frustrated. So you see this a lot with people who are drunk or high intox of some sort, and then also people that are on the spectrum is the best way I can describe it. We called it
Yeah.
MHMR or have mental health needs or resources.
Mental health consumers now is what they're calling it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mental health consumers.
Oh
But
man, I gotta stay up with the words.
yeah. Also,
You're welcome.
people in very acute stress will have that very similar thing. You'll see this a lot where you'll deal with like an injury or like a medical call, and they'll sit there and say, "My arm's broken. My arm's broken. My arm's," and they're just like staring at their, "My arm's broken. My arm's," and then you're like, "Okay, your arm's broken, but we're getting you help. It's okay. What's your name? You know, where are you? Was anybody else see what happened?" Like, try to get them off of that train of thought, because it can be, that says a lot about what's happening cognitively as well. This is a big clue that this is going to be a very uncooperative person.
Distraction techniques are good. You could just say, "Do you ever go fishing?" and kind of get her go
Something
"Huh?"
wild.
Maybe
It does
something
work.
something to break that loop. You know, so.
I don't know if I want to talk about fishing with their pants
Well,
being missing.
Well, yeah, possibly. So, you know, you got to kind of go with your scene.
Millennials trying to avoid a ride up there. What do you mean fish? Talking about fish.
Continue to yell.
So,
Ginger,
hold
I
on.
love you, and we don't deserve
You
you.
came to my house.
We don't.
You
I'm
grabbed me
trying to
by
ask
my.
you a question.
What question? What question, honey? Honey, what question
David, it's
did
good
you
to
ask
see you,
me?
dog.
If you just
What question?
if you're quiet for a
No,
second, I'll
what
ask
question
you.
did you ask me?
I said, what happened?
Okay,
Is
and
there
I
domestic violence here?
no,
What happened?
sure. So, okay, you asked me what happened. So when I came out of here, and you guys were throwing my friend up against the wall, and I said, please stop, and you grabbed my wrist.
Sorry, guys. I
And
just
I have-
unleashed the chat.
I have no pants on here. That's fine. But I'm coming out here, and I'm asking you, please stop. You grabbed me by my wrist.
We're
You told me-
almost past the
Hold on,
wrist thing.
I'm not
We're getting
finished.
there.
You don't get to tell me to stop.
But you're coming into my house. You're grabbing me by my wrist.
You came out
This
of
is
your
at
house.
minute 3.
That's fine. Before I even
Yes.
got to foot,
Yep.
you won't even let me.
She's gonna be in a broken record for a minute.
That's fine.
Yes, I'm asking you, resisting them.
Oh,
Yeah, Sarah.
She's on a broken record. Don't forget to
Between them and you.
don't forget to check out the Patreon group
There is.
for a little $1 a month. You can get access to the Discord where all the fun things
And
happen.
you grabbed my wrist and threw me up against the wall when you didn't even let me.
After parties, including Bonsai.
Yeah. Demented, dark things happen.
Squids, what's going on? I finally made it to Alive. He said, let's go. You made it to what's left of Alive. This was definitely a sketchy attempt at trying to make Alive. I'm sure like the quality's like 50% there. Prodigal Brock, it's also good to see you, dude. Big Noing is breaking the law. No. Also, Steve D. This has now been like 4 straight minutes of doing nothing for your investigation, which sucks. Fortunately, she's not been assaultive, because that could be problematic as well. But that does make the investigation a little less complicated. The downside is you don't know that you have an offense, and you have a guy in cuffs down the hallway, and you now have 2 different officers. There's the officer dealing with the male individual in this specific instance, and then the body cam person that we have right now is your tertiary officer. We get complained about a lot. Dude, Sergeant Danhammer, my guy, because I love you guys. So don't get used to it. He's going to threaten me. You keep giving me streams of this quality, and I'm going to complain. Thank you, Dan. Mr. Toastard is also good to see you. The issue here is that you have now 3 officers being occupied by a call. You spent 4 minutes here, and I'm not saying we're on like a timer here, but there is other things potentially going on in your city other than pantsless lady and shirtless dude having a disagreement. We need to ascertain as quickly as we can whether or not an offense occurred and whether or not we even need to be there. Because the longer this guy's sitting in cuffs and the longer that this lady's jaw-jacking with you, every like millisecond you're there is a possibility for a lawsuit. So like I would just try to figure out if you got it and then leave if you don't. That being said, the flip side to that is to be thorough with your investigation, because let's say an offense does happen and you don't do a thorough investigation and you don't do anything about it and this call escalates and cops have to come back out, that's the quickest way to get written up. Like, or another officer has to go work the call after you, and they're going to be pissed off at you about that because they will look that up and they will complain.
Yep.
Or worse, Keith's having to follow you up on a call, and he gets on the radio like, "I need so and so unit en route to my call."
Yeah,
like, "No, Dad."
I'm gone about a minute ago. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go find something to do.
He's just jaw checking. It's a big word for a drunk guy. One's gonna get roasted for drunk night on Tuesday.
Didn't let me
The moment you open the door
cool.
and you come out and attempt to put your hands
I
up
didn't
towards
attempt
them,
to put my hands on anyone. No, I did
you're
not.
up here like this.
Yeah, because I said, what's
You're-
going on?
You're obstructing them.
I'm not obstructing anything. I'm asking, I wasn't obstructing anything.
Yes.
I wasn't obstructing anything. I was
That's not
asking
it.
what was
We're
going
not- Are
on.
we anywhere near an offense here?
And I've been very respectful.
No, you really haven't.
How long is this video?
Okay.
You haven't.
Okay, well,
It's not that long.
Yeah.
17 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so that's forced entry. The second you prevent that door from getting shut, this is legally the same as kicking it.
The only caveat I have there is that there's two people with you, but with the loud disturbance, is there a third person? Have you done a protective sweep? Is the exigency there? You've got two argumentative people at the doorway.
I like the protective sweep idea. It hadn't been conducted. It really should have been conducted sooner, I think. However,
Absolutely.
the argument's still likely there because they could be also potentially covering up like a tertiary victim here. You could have like a child or potentially more nefarious. They could have just murdered somebody back there for all you know.
Trying to attempt to de-escalate in order to affect that protective sweep doesn't mean they can't do it.
I think
Still,
30 seconds into the jaw jacking between Fish Lady here and then the sergeant, this third officer really could have done a protective sweep to figure it out. And then you're less nervous about this whole door shutting, door kicking thing. But yeah.
No. Do you have a warrant for my arrest or something? Do you have a warrant?
You're running back into your house.
No. I'm not running anywhere. I said I was done with this conversation. Do you have a warrant?
But this is a great investigation.
No, I'm not pushing anything.
Not allowed to slam the door.
First of all, you need to have a warrant. I'm not fucking. Please move your foot.
Okay, he's leaving Fish Lady.
Like, why are you
Because I'm a guy.
Why are you grabbing me by
You guys
the
are throwing me in here.
Stealing weapons.
Yes. No.
You grabbed mine?
You guys would assume that it's always my fault for coming with.
I'm not assuming anything. I want to hear your side of the story.
You think he's trademarked?
Yeah.
Is that what the TM stands for? Christian Halsey, thank you for the super chat.
That's her initials inside the sun.
Pants Lestrian in a doorway. Wow, that's incredible. Trevor contributing to the picked fun. And Pam, she's giving me a hand. Oh, Pam, it's also good to see you again. I'm glad you made it back to the second stream.
Pam with the ibuprofen.
Thank you, Pam, Trevor, and Christian for monetizing the often unmonetizable stream, as well as Dan. We're gonna try to get through this, burn through this.
It's a bad night. We're arguing with each other.
Out of my house. Get out.
Are we still talking to Fish Lady?
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely. I didn't slam my door.
You're under arrest.
Listen, I told you to get the out. You have no reason to search me.
Okay, he's grabbing her.
Are you kidding me?
I got this.
Did she touch him? Is he going to go for simple assault?
I have no pants on.
You're under arrest.
I
Stop
don't have
resisting.
I don't have pants on. I don't have pants on.
Go ahead.
Bro, I don't have pants on.
Arrested
I don't
plenty
have
of people
pants
with
on.
pants.
Pants
Boy,
on.
boy, it's
I'm
good to
gonna
see
sue you.
Well, I got spicy.
I'm gonna sue you. I don't have suing you. I'm suing you. Hey, I don't have clothes on.
Bro, I tell you what, this backup officer wants nothing to do with this arrest. The old boy is full on standing up like. I will say this
Sergeant
though.
doing sergeant things.
Yeah, you got it, Sarge?
Yeah, he does also have the, again, secondary responsibility of, I don't think this fight's going to get out of hand, but we still don't have a secured apartment. We've no idea what's in there.
Right.
Steve, is it too early to next this chick? I'll get done with this real quick so we can move on here. We'll go see the next
We promise it's almost over.
Fun? She has no goddamn clothes on.
Yeah, it's not fun. Let's go.
What really doing the elevator?
So because they did it right in front of him, it sets him off.
Hit that button.
You guys think it's fun?
No, this is
Drop a girl on the ground? What
Imagine being stuck in this guy by yourself, and if he slipped those cuffs. That'd be a bad
Yep.
day.
I told you I'm gonna get her off and calm her down.
See, and I'm not understanding the charge here, but again, different state, so
Answering
I
now.
don't get the charge either.
Down for a second.
If I'm going by Texas standards, I don't see the PI. They don't look like they're in a public place.
She's in her
Right.
house. Pantsless, weird, yeah, but like maybe argumentative and
Technically, it's common area.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
how many check welfares that aren't actual family disturbances turn out to be something legitimate?
Okay, hold on, let me see this.
Why-
I want to see what the disposition.
The male suspect was charged with obstructing official business, failure to comply with order or signal of an officer, and disorderly conduct.
Order or sig- Okay.
Maybe if they're saying that they're conducting an investigation for domestic and he's automatically combative, maybe I buy that first charge, but I don't know about the other two.
In court, the male
Is
suspect's
this the
charges of
Popo
failure to
thing?
comply with an order or a signal of a police officer and disorderly conduct were dismissed.
Yep. Of course, they kicked the ones I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
The suspect pleaded guilty to the charges of obstructing official business.
Yeah, I get the obstructing charge because they were there to investigate the disturbance, and he immediately is like pushing his way past the cops. That I understand. Even if it ended up being bullshit, like let's just say they're playing video games too loud or whatever. But like all the other two were like, I don't know.
Business. The court sentenced the
Stacking
suspect to
at that
60 days
point.
in jail and ordered
that's
the
what I'm
suspect to pay
getting
a
at.
$150 fine
Popo
alongside court
status.
costs, a total of $379.
Shit gets charged for it.
The female suspect was charged with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and obstructing official
photo.
business.
But resisting what arrest? Like arrest for what? Like you know what I mean? Like to
That's
think there would be
Obstructing and disorderly.
yeah, but like I don't know if she's the victim here or if they don't have it. Like let's say you do the safety sweep, right? There's no other people but these two, and she wants nothing to do with you, right?
Arguing in and of itself is not illegal.
That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, you're right.
Like unless there was like if he had injuries, right? And you thought maybe you had like domestic, right? Like that they clearly have been maybe fighting. He had injuries. She's trying to conceal her injuries, or maybe one's worse than the other. And like you're trying to work it like a domestic, which is likely would be.
She wasn't trying to conceal anything at this point, but yeah, I see what you're
she
saying.
wasn't concealing enough, right?
Yeah, she's
But,
fired
like-
from concealing.
But like I don't get if at that point and based off the like what would the report read? You know, like chick was being kind of argumentative, tried to ask her a bunch of times, she didn't want to answer, so I hooked her up. Like that's kind of really all you got. I don't know. I want to see if got kicked.
In court, the female suspect's charges of resisting arrest and disorderly conduct were dismissed. The
There we
suspect
go.
pleaded guilty to the charge of obstructing official business. The court sentenced the suspect to
I
90
get the obstructing on both because they're trying to conduct an investigation. They're both being kind of belligerent, but that's like
Why is the
bare
chat
minimum.
calling me Juan?
Juan, no, Juan. Maybe they are calling you Juan. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done with this video. They kicked both. That's we're I'm gonna skip this annoying lady. We're gonna go on to this one.
So Juan Jr. over here. is
Juan
now getting
Jr.,
past-
millennial
is now getting
Juan.
past this
I'm
lady.
about to change your name to Juan Jr. in the Patreon.
At this point, I'm fine with it.
Okay. We're going on to the next one. Sergeant doing rabbit ears. Oh, I gotta turn up the volume.
Officers were called to the bank regarding a 23-year-old who was attempting to cash fraudulent checks.
What's the felony in most places? Not all.
Yeah, he's here.
What's going on, bud? What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man?
You do me a favor?
Millennial Juan.
Oh, here, let me-
I like it.
No weapons on you, right?
No weapons.
You mind if I pat you down real quick?
Go ahead, man.
Bro. The frick?
On it.
Everything fine?
On it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it out here. Just do me a favor.
On it.
Grab
And
your stuff.
respectful about it.
I'm gonna come sit on this couch right here real quick. All right. You got your ID on you?
Yeah, I got my ID.
You mind
I
bringing?
also like the swagger. This has got to be a deputy. Because, like, he's answering a fraud call by himself. Like, if there's a potential for arrest, you're probably bringing somebody else. But them county boys, they don't play. They're like, whatever, I got this.
Bringing it over here with me?
Firefight, no backup.
No backup, it's fine. I'll be fine.
Yep.
Bro, it's
The great one. Trevor, thank you for the super chat.
do me a favor, put your phone in here. What's your first name, bud?
Jose.
Jose?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your last name? Everything good, man? Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it
okay.
to you in a
We
second.
got
All right.
Big fail for that notebook, dog. That was the most tore up notebook I've ever seen in my life.
You did say deputy.
Oh,
That's true.
that is some deputy energy. How does he expect to read anything off of that? It's whatever. He's got it. He's crushing it so far. Just I'll give him.
He uses that notepad.
That's that's true. He's out there being active. I'm just giving him a
All
hard
right.
time.
All right.
FAFO. Yeah, nobody does have.
Same ID presented?
I
wouldn't know. What made you alert? They gave you a name?
North Palm called us and
What
told us
made
to
you
look for
the name or description?
description. And that's how.
Okay.
Bro, this bank tellers
going
are
on today?
snitches. Oh, there's backup.
Everything good, man. Just here, my time.
You're what?
Doing my thing, man.
It's a
Everything
total
good.
day shift,
How'd you
dog.
get here?
What?
Banks weren't open Windows account.
Oh, I got here.
How?
The benefit of
Oh,
working
in my
night shift.
car.
Where was your car?
I don't know. I came in a friend's car.
And let me guess, they're gone?
I don't know.
The only people that call on frauds in the middle of the night are like the old ladies that got frauded out of their
Yeah. Christian
SSI checks.
Super chat.
Will they drop you off?
Yeah, he dropped me
These
off.
are all
Where did he
likely
go?
stories.
Gray
Already,
Nissan.
Is he coming back to pick you up?
I guess so.
Would that be an Ultima?
When I
Big Ultima energy.
For sure.
Tell him to come by. What are those? Another ID?
Oh, we got all the popo here today.
No, the whole county showed up.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Why there's no name on it?
It's just a prepaid card.
It's a prepaid card?
Yeah.
You preload money onto it?
Yeah, just transfer some money.
All right. He found the fraud.
Where are you from?
From Alley.
Wow. What brings you all the way to Palm Beach Gardens?
This guy's either super tall or this chick's really short. Well, no, because they keep their body cams almost like belly button height. Never mind, I take it back.
I think it still applies.
Probably true, yeah. You look how much lower this is.
What are you telling me?
If it switches back, you can see where it's at.
Come on, bro.
It's not our first day.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So being.
I'm not,
listen.
I'm not insulting your intelligence, my dear.
So what she's saying is it is her first day.
It's officer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Officer.
This
The
chat's out of
primary
control.
officer will come in and talk with you. But just so you know, honesty goes a very long way with us.
All right, I got it.
Honesty
Okay.
gets you in jail.
So if you tell us
It
why
will still
you're
get your
up,
ass in jail,
Yeah.
but it clears your
yeah,
conscience.
that might help.
You don't know why you're up here.
Right. Playing stupid and dumb and.
What place is it?
Here's the add-on money tax.
We're doing
This is the one you got the money from before.
Bro. There are a handful of places you shouldn't try to pull stuff at. And like car dealerships, not one. They will rat you out so fast.
Yep.
Banks are another good one. Also like certain apartment complexes where you're trying to do like weird, shady stuff. Like, bro, the staff will out you so fast and bring receipts. That or
Yeah.
Walmart loss prevention, dude.
The banks especially are trained to notice the discrepancies in transaction. You walk in with that
With more than one account.
gift card with someone's debit card info on it.
Bro,
That's a clue.
look at this. They brought the whole team out.
Sorry, the memo. She said, "Oh, you do kitchen." That's it.
This is a great investigation, though. I do like seeing it. They're actually getting all the back. Like, before they're trying to do a lot to interview him, they're trying to make sure that they have a complete story of what they know is going on, like what they can confirm and what they have evidence of, and then they can confront him later for the investigation. That's a very good. That's what I like to see.
So I asked him and he says he only had to cash a check. So I said, okay, Brianna will be more than happy to assist.
Proper case building is what it is. Proper case building.
It was a flag.
Bill, we love you, Bill.
Got multiple people doing investigations here.
So she came around the corner and said, that's the
That
guy.
pen's getting
He
work.
handed me his ID and he handed me the check.
Shout out to the big pen.
And then he wasn't a fit third
Good
customer.
officer.
So we were like, oh, happened. Like you guys came in a few minutes. He was talking about cabinets. We distracted him. You were here.
Easy peasy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Got finessed by a bank teller.
Multiple
Is he already in?
jurisdictions.
5 total.
Looks that way. Looks like they jumped the handcuffs. His hands around about.
We're not talking to you.
You know what?
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Now you want to know how bad it is. How bad it is.
He's suspecting 100%.
Steve. Hold on, we gotta take some notes. Hold on. The thing is, here's the
Like I said, it's best to be honest with us.
To the sergeant.
And he
He's looking
laughs.
for the coffee
Like
stand.
that's like the crazy part.
Would be. This guy seems pretty compliant.
When people laugh doesn't mean they're happy.
It means you're nervous.
It means you're exactly.
Right there was like, nope, let me get turn around and go the other way.
And you have a nervous laugh, a nervous smile.
Most physical indicators of stress, it doesn't do you any good to point them out when you're talking to somebody unless you're confronting them about what their story is or whether their story is bullshit or not. It's also a lot of like case studies. The FBI, sketchy as they are, of course it would be the feds, did a lot of research into physical tells. People absolutely have them, but there's nothing like consistent across the board on telling. The best way to know when someone's lying is having all the facts and then talking to them about it. Trying to think that you're just going to be some like poker player, awesome person that gets it. Now, mind you, the more experienced you are with doing interviews, the easier it gets. You kind of figure out when somebody's bullshitting you, but also you can always kind of apply the reasonableness test. And it's just like, is the story of this person giving me a reasonable set of circumstances or is it not? And then you can also, as Juan illustrates here, just shut the fuck up. Bro, Poofy's here.
He's shutting up without having to shut up. He's just playing that good game. And I'm feeling a lot of deputy energy out of this deputy sitting in that chair right there.
He really is. I want to address Poofy showing up. We do feel honored that Poofy's here. And yes, do not talk to the police. Put that. Well, who was it? Trevor? Who was doing the notes? This is rule number 1. Don't talk to the police.
So, game over.
Of that nature to do this, correct?
Oh,
yep. Yes, in West Palm Beach, I believe, in Boynton Beach, which is a whole separate jurisdiction.
Senior officer here.
Yep.
Okay. Was the check successfully cashed or not?
Yes, and in our jurisdiction,
Get
Palm Beach
the
Gardens,
elements
the
of the
check was
offense.
successfully cashed for $1,000.
FTO right there.
$901.
She was 2 checks right here. You talking about no flip? It's this one.
1941, I think, was what it was.
Yeah.
That's a 20-year guy right there. He knows.
Okay, now,
Yeah, then they charge.
first of all, to prosecute, do we have to be further involved than that?
No.
That's the that's another FTO. Oh, wow.
FTO.
Oh shit.
The branch will take care of
The
that.
branch will take care of that.
Which branch?
I
Your
stand
branch?
corrected.
The bank.
The bank where...
I do like seeing that they're talking about and discussing before acting. Mind you, it's easier when you have a compliant suspect, right? You're just going to... But this is a good look at what actual investigation, especially when you walk into a gray area, you're not going to work a fraud call very often. It's going to be incredibly, like, I think I worked 2 ever.
And the suspect's still on scene. And the suspect's still on scene.
Yep.
On top of it.
And so you have time to kind of methodically, but that's get everything before you make the arrest or get everything before you decide that you're ready to go to the jail and do whatever. Because this is how charges don't get kicked. This is how we don't see afterwards of the 4 charges you charged them with, 3 got kicked and they kept the one that's like could apply to damn near every single police interaction on the planet. It's a really good example of good policing. Also, shout out to the supervisor showing up. My dog.
The fifth bank.
We're going to recover the money.
Yes.
Okay, so the Fifth Third Bank here in Tennessee will take care of that? Contact information.
Okay, don't care.
Oh, got some interstate stuff going on there.
And that you're...
Now they're getting detectives involved. Look at this.
There's a good, what is the channel called? I'll have to think about it. I'll drop a link here if I can remember. But there's a channel that breaks down nothing but detective interviews.
Oh.
And talks about it's very, very good.
Hang on.
JC
Let me
Criminal, something like that.
Yeah, let me ask why she knows. She watches that.
There's some really good ones that are out there. Go look it up if you're a aspiring police officer, or even if you're somebody that's doing like mental health evaluations or you want to get into social work. Being a good interviewer is like half the battle, because most of what you're doing is you're conducting investigations. Right? Every single police interaction is an investigation, and it's to try to figure out whether crime is afoot, right? And then like to what degree crime is afoot, right? Like how much interest do I really have at going down the rabbit hole? Yes, JCS is it. Yes, that is the channel. Really, somebody drop a link to it in the chat. That is an incredibly good. It breaks down a lot of what to look for, patterns of how you can interrogate literally somebody. It's all very innocuous. It's pretty incredible. I learned a lot. I watched a lot of that when I was new to policing, and even now I watch it now just as a hobby. But it's an incredibly powerful tool to know how to explore with us. Is another good one. Yes, crime being afoot. If Juan is still on this, hold on. I'm going to put here because I can. I'm going to put him on a timeout. He gets a 1-minute timeout. Percent investigating crime afoot. Okay, Sherlock. Yes, Shannon.
Links in the chat, Josh.
Miranda rights earlier today.
Okay. We're not going to go through all
do
that.
You still understand your rights?
Did they get a charge here?
Do you need me to read them? You can tell me go pound sand, yes or no. Do you have a phone number for anyone that could lead us to anything in your phone?
I'll tell you.
Okay, that's okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Come on. I don't think so. Arrested for fraud. I guess larceny.
No check draft.
Grand theft.
Grand theft larceny. No, that's a big range. Big range. In Texas, that's only a misdemeanor.
Yeah, I think you have to get over 5,000, right, for it to be like a state jail felony or something.
You're getting into it. So it's 0 to 100 is Class C misdemeanor. 100 750 is a Class B. 750 to 2,500 is a Class A. And then once we get past 2,500 or $2,500, then you're getting into the state jail felony range.
Bill's complaining that I'm plugging another YouTube channel and not our Patreon. If you'd like,
again, for as little as $1 a month, folks, you can get on the Patreon group, get access to the Discord and all the cool stuff that's going on there. So please.
Thank you.
Hop on that Patreon and lick the stream.
I will say this: we're actually I'm actually discussing one of our Patreon members. They have a sibling that is currently going through the police application process, and 2 now of our Patreon members were civilians, and I actually helped them with interview questions. I did a mock panel interview. I might have Dad help me with this on one of these people that we're talking about, but I did a panel interview. Which you
bring the cops in. Bring the actual cops in,
dude. Because it's fun for us because we got to go. I did 3 panel interviews.
I sit on boards. I sit on boards, so I get it.
It's kind of fun for us because we get to kind of be shitbags. But it's also it's great to have been exposed to it first because it's not really that stressful if you know what you're getting yourself into. When you don't, it can be incredibly stressful. Polygraph's kind of the same thing. It is weird, but you get access to stuff like that when you join our Patreon group. Because
listen, Bill, I could never take your spot or Josh's spot in your heart. Rather, I could never do that. No.
All right,
could never do that.
Entitled girl thinks her parents can get her out of a DUI. Spoiler alert: they cannot. Well, it depends. It depends on if they're like a state representative or something like that. And in that case, the law stops applying to you.
Well, I feel like this is going to be another screamer.
An officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle going way over the speed.
That's quiet.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good.
My name is Sergeant Spencer at the Sheriff's Office, 68 miles an hour in the 45-mile-an-hour zone.
I'm sorry.
Identified himself, gave the offense. 7-step approach. Mwah, it's beautiful. I love
There we
it.
go. Not the old, do you know why I stopped you?
Exactly.
Don't play those games. Step up, identify yourself, and explain why you stopped the vehicle.
We were already crushing it.
Say it again. Any lawful reason for your speed of 68?
No.
Okay. I'm going to need your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance.
Going in the notes in my auto
insurance card.
You must start using that question.
Henry, it's good to see you.
Hello, schedule what it?
I'm sorry. I came over here tonight to pick up a girlfriend, and
Shannon, that's not how that works.
Is the vehicle registered too?
I'm trying to bring up my insurance card for you. I'm sorry.
It's such a wino answer.
All right, thank you. Hang tight.
She's reaching for her insurance. That's good.
Are you aware that your driver's license is suspended?
What is it?
Are you aware that your driver's license is suspended?
No.
And suspended.
For what?
All I see from Alabama shows it's suspended back in December of 2022.
For what?
I don't know. All I see is it's suspended.
Well, that's.
So she's suspended out of Alabama, and she's driving in a different state?
Apparently so.
It's an acorn. Y'all need to chill.
So I was like, for what?
In my experience, we don't enforce other states'
I don't know the
edicts.
details. If it was Florida, I could give you the details, but if it's Alabama, I can't give you the details because all I see is suspended.
You can notate it. That leads to something else, but you couldn't make an enforcement action on it.
Yeah, I don't know that I could charge for that if it's out of state. Yeah.
So
Maybe no DL.
You can't drive.
I do no DL. Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
They don't have a valid one somewhere
I
else.
have a girlfriend. Like, I'm literally going to go free.
They're unlicensed.
Oh, millennial dog. That's one of those really nice ones when you're like, you're the backup officer, you got a little time to work on it, and you kind of lean over and you're like, dog, I don't know what I got. And like, there's a millennial coming in crutch. It's like, dog, no DL. And you're like,
I'm telling you,
you know
future
what?
lieutenant.
No DL. You're right.
Out-of-state plates that are expired for 5 years.
Now,
Unregistered motor vehicle.
now that you know that your license is suspended,
I
if
can't
you
drive.
continue to drive in Florida, you will be arrested in Florida.
Oh, dang.
Didn't really think this one.
Like, that's what I was looking for when you pulled me over, because I knew that I had gotten a ticket.
I can't.
And
I'll try to do it for the next one.
and she told me, she said, if you get pulled
Josh has
over, she
mono.
said, make sure you have all.
I'm currently in mono because of OBS, and OBS won't fix it, so I'm kind of stuck with it. I guess I can wiggle. I'm nervous about messing with anything, though. Did that? No, that
OBS
didn't-
can suck it.
That didn't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Properties. Advanced audio properties.
I wouldn't mess with anything because
Touch nothing.
Yeah, it's not broken.
Touch nothing. Touch nothing.
We're just gonna leave
Continue the
gonna
show.
leave it. I've joined Squids. My dog. Are you in the Discord? Hold on. I'm gonna give you some love here if you are.
the squid's in.
Everyone wave hi to Squids.
Ollie, my dog. I
Everybody
feel like
said
Ollie was
it was
already in
Squids.
here, but we'll say hi to Squids. Make sure you join the Discord.
All of this on you.
Well, any paperwork that you show me now won't do you any good because I have to go with my
Bill's not
computer
gonna
shows.
be an issue, but this has been going on for now. Like
And if my computer's showing suspended, any paperwork, I can't verify that.
minus
Okay.
mono.
How far does your girlfriend live from here?
She is almost to the Gulf Breeze Zoo.
Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Got anybody?
Let's make fun of you. Don't.
Got anybody? All right. Step out so I can display some paperwork to you.
You're a sergeant, though, man. You think you'd have somebody else come take it?
Yeah. Your manpower's short. So he's concluding. Yeah, normally, this was some advice I got from a DWI officer a long time ago. So normally, when I'm going to conduct a DWI investigation, I don't issue citations. I've been told through the grapevine that if they're able to kick the citation and beat this, which beating a ticket's so much easier than beating a DWI. Well, it depends on how good your lawyer is, I guess. But oftentimes they would use kicking the ticket as a way to also erode some of the evidence or even suppress some of the evidence for the DWI investigation itself. So we did not ever issue citations. So like even if there was like a car accident, like say a fender bender happens, normally I'd issue like following too closely, failure to yield, something like that. If a DWI investigation came out of that minor accident, I would not issue an at-fault citation. I would just note it in my crash report. Dude, the after party gets wild. Be prepared for the after party.
All right. I've issued you 2 citations. The first citation I've issued you is for your speed on Navarre Parkway. This citation is for 68 miles an hour and a posted 45. That citation is $281. I've served you 2 options. Option 1, you can pay the... Okay?
Okay.
This citation is $160. I've served you.
I'm lucky I didn't have to go over all this. I'd be like, here's your citation. Your signature is not an admission of guilt. Here's your date. Deuces. Like, I didn't do any of that.
Thank God for Texas law on that.
Dude, I was gonna say, I was like, this would have been awful if I had to go through all this. Like,
Two options on there. Option one, you can put the citation online, by phone, or in person, or we'll issue you.
I don't know what move to make, so I don't want to like pull out of here and you pull me over and you're like you're not supposed to drive.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like I can't sit on the side of the road, so I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Like I had no idea that my license was suspended, or I would have never even gone out tonight. I would have never even came over here. So I'm just gonna call. Like, what do I do?
That was a 39 at
I can't give you any type of legal advice. I can only do what I can
You're
do.
a police officer, like
I
that's what you
can't.
do.
I know. I can't give you legal. I can't give you legal
That's
advice.
not what he does.
Do I like?
No.
Like
He's
I
not an
can't.
attorney.
Like, do I get in my car and sit there, or like do I?
Bambi.
I don't know what to do.
That's a decision that you have to make on who you're going to call. You can call a tow truck, you can call an Uber, and go to your friend. Okay? My next question to you is, how much have you had to drink?
No, it's not even about that.
My next question is, how much? My next question is, how much have you had to drink?
Nothing on that level.
Okay.
I'm just more concerned
All right. I
about.
believe that you're intoxicated. That your normal faculties are impaired.
I'm more worried about. I just don't want to pull off, and you're sitting here telling me that my license is suspended. I'm perfectly fine with calling a friend and telling them to come get me. I'm okay with that. But I would much rather, like, of course, go home and not have to involve anyone. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if I need to, like,
I wouldn't be doing paperwork like that. If I was about to do a DOI investigation, that paperwork wouldn't even hit the top of the cruiser.
The other thing I was
Yeah,
gonna
this
get
is a
is
weird.
like, how did you go from citations to this? That's kind of weird.
It's actually possible he didn't pick up any indicator until she was out of the car, but he may not have been looking at all.
Yeah, and I guess it's gonna come up. Everything comes up in court if anything goes to court. But like, I feel like it would have been easier to like localize the smell of ETOH, right, coming from her breath, coming from the car versus the side of the road. Depending, I guess, on where the like wind is or how close he's standing to her or whatever. But like, I'm not saying it can't happen. It's just a weird order. This is not typical for a DWI investigation.
One of the conversations I had with somebody in a training environment was not just the odor, it's the behavior.
I buy that too. Maybe you get the
You know,
speech
'cause
or whatever it is, and then the
you know how windy it gets up there. You're not at the right angle. You're never going to pick it up. But you'll hear the words. They don't sound right.
Yeah.
You'll see the eyes. They'll be watery. They'll be glassy. They'll be blood spot.
It's somebody with like a stammer and just bad
They'll
balance.
They'll be,
Because they're wearing heels.
they'll be pale. They'll be mush mouth. They'll have this like coat of like nastiness around their lips.
Yeah.
Right. You see that a lot. Dry because they're
I'm not
so
about
dry.
to go sit in that car and like pull off, and then you like try to call somebody on me, and then I get in more trouble. Like, no,
And the balance, just see the balance.
Life going on for that
Better.
to happen. So I'd much rather like call someone. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like where like.
Okay. I believe that you're intoxicated. That your normal faculties are impaired. Okay. In other words, I believe that you're intoxicated or pretty much drunk.
Not at all. But I will.
So
that's a
pretty big jump. Not get behind that car.
So as of right now, we're moving to a DUI investigation. My question to you is, would you be willing to do field sobriety test to dispel my suspicions?
He's very direct.
That wasn't a question.
No.
The question was.
I am not. At this point, I have had the night from fucking hell.
Okay.
I just want to go home.
Exactly right, Dan. That's the narcotics side of thing.
I've had a night from fucking hell, and I just want to go home. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Did you guys do DWI investigations by yourself?
Never.
There's a big violation of like, you get written up for trying to do that.
So bare minimum is 2 if the environment allows for it. Like you're already in a parking lot. But if we're on the street, 1 person with the car, 2 people relocate to do the investigation off-site. Yeah, best practices.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. Have I been in a situation where it was very late in my shift and I just happened to pull somebody over and they were kind of on the line and I was like, dog, you're getting an Uber and we're towing your car? or we're doing a DWI investigation. I've had that in my brain before. I will admit that. But typically, if you have it, you have it. But
I know a guy who knew where all the drunks would hang out after the bar closed, like car was running but asleep.
Yeah.
Would go bring his trainees there and say, "Hey, I'm not going to arrest you, but I need to train my trainee on SSSD." So, and then they would get him an Uber home.
That is incredible.
It was a flex, but that was crazy.
That's incredible.
At this point, Sobriety. Section 72.
Did you?
You understand me?
I did, obviously. Sorry.
I while I was talking.
Another reason why it's weird to delay the investigation is because, like, again, if she brought up the fact, well, I think I've offended you somehow, and this is why you're doing it, to avoid that discussion, or even leaving the door open for something like retaliation, or potentially like you having a bias against the individual, and that's why you're doing the investigation. The second you have it, address it, because the longer it takes, the more it seems that way.
Because apparently we don't listen.
Avoid dumb stuff like that. No lectures.
Right here.
Lectures imply bias.
If you're not listening, I want to put you back in my car.
If you give everyone lectures, you're an asshole.
Right here by the push button. If you keep walking, I will put you back in my car.
I got pulled over. The officer asked me to know where I'm at and what is going on in this situation.
In a second, man.
It seems weird. Is this a weird scene to y'all? Like in general? Like if this is my investigative scene, like
this could go like 6 different ways.
Like I feel like Keith would show up and be like, "Why is she standing out here and you're in your car?"
Yeah.
Like I get lectured.
Just one thing. I mean,
since you're talking about a small county sergeant right here, so
yeah.
They do some off the wall stuff.
Yeah.
By our standards, because they probably don't ever have anybody available.
So if you claim you have a bias, they can use that against the officer. Absolutely, yeah. If they can find a way to convince a jury or even convince a judge that you expressed a bias and that dictated why you took enforcement action, yes, we had to. Which this is unfair. Like, so my, I don't know if this was statewide, but while I was doing it, every single traffic stop, I had to give demographic information for who I pulled over. So I had to.
It is racial profiling reports. Yeah, every agency has a bill.
So every single time, regardless of what happened at my traffic stop, I had to give demographics. Even in reports, you got to imagine I give demographics because just the report system requires it. But they wanted to see whether or not. In my use of forces, if I'm dealing with, let's say in an ideal world, it's 50-50, right? Depending on demographics, male, female, black, white, Hispanic, I guess that would be more than 50-50, but you in all of those, how much more often do I utilize force depending on demographic? And if they can showcase a correlation, they can showcase bias. Can absolutely get you hemmed up. Taser. No, you're not tasing this lady. She's not being combative. She's just being uncooperative.
Actually, the Sandra Bland Act also requires now that you have to provide written for everything now. It clarified all that, so every stop's got to be written.
Yeah.
In some capacity.
Yeah, we had to give dispositions. We were able to do it in our NDCs, but we had to give a disposition every time.
Mm-hmm.
We even had to give them a card every single time. It was a card with their name and badge number on it with the way to call a complaint. We call them Sandys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a weird scene, dog. Cartel friends to come and kill you. This is just like where my brain goes.
That car was moving that passed by the way.
No.
These tickets.
We got a backup.
I just pulled my bag.
No, I got her on radar. I come up here and stop her.
I had a sergeant.
Talking to her, I smell the odor of alcohol. I can see bloodshot water in her eyes. She's talking with.
That would bitch me out if I ever did the hands and the vest thing. I got bitched out more than once for that.
So, yeah, he's doing exactly what I talked about earlier, calling another deputy over to do the 55 and work it from there.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Only 2 deputies for all the
speech. I do my thing back here. I issued her citations, and the same indicators of impairment are exhibited while standing here that I saw in the car while issuing her these tickets.
You're admitting you saw him in the car? Why issue the citation? It's a weird thing. It's not incorrect. It's not wrong. It just seems like unnecessary to have issued the citations. Now you got to do the citations, and now you're going to do this in DWI investigation. It seems weird. At least I didn't do it that way. But he's claiming that he saw him in the car and out here, and I'm okay with that.
I feel like there's an issue there too. Like, he finished the stop. If the citation's completed, the stop is finished.
Yeah.
Are you extending that? Are you extending that detention beyond what's reasonable at this point?
Shit's important.
I mean,
this sounds.
He's gonna say intoxication. Okay.
Yeah.
But you had already talked about that after you handed her the ticket.
Yeah, I think and also there was a delay after giving the tickets and everything before saying, well, I think you're intoxicated. How much have you had to drink today? Like, that first question didn't come out until citations were already issued, right? And so I think, and he pulled her out of the car to do it, and my assumption is because he had planned on doing that investigation. So he's not doing anything wrong. Nothing of what he's doing is unlawful. The reason we're bringing it up and the reason I'm nitpicky about this is I'm trying to teach people how to avoid civil litigation and legal litigation. Like, you don't want to ever give anybody any opportunity to hem you up in court, either in civil court or criminal court. And this is the way this stuff will be looked at. In the age of body cams and in the age of even dash cams and stuff like that, or cell phone footage, you want to make sure you're covering all your bases. Oh, this stresses me out.
I just told my dad.
When I talked to her, she said that she's willing to do field sobriety tests, so she may change her mind. So I'll ask again.
Are you still willing to do field sobriety test? Okay, what it is, okay, I'm going to check your eyes. I'm going to make sure you can walk a straight line. I'm going to make sure you can balance. Okay.
You're right.
You're going to let it do with yourself?
What is it?
All right, because he's peeling that line right there.
Hold on, guys. I got to
It's someone's driveway.
Stop giving me. I think it's
It's someone's driveway.
I think so.
Random person's driveway.
Yeah.
That's some deputy shit right there.
We'll let him, wait just a minute, let him get started.
Do a cartwheel?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Do a cartwheel. I'd let it happen.
There's somebody looking out their window right now, like, what in the fuck is going on in front of my house?
Dad still on the phone?
No.
No? Okay.
Because he thinks I'm going to get more trouble with him on the phone.
We'll potentially instructions.
Oh, we might get nystagmus here.
Do you want to my head still or my eyes still?
Where do y'all get these glowy pens, dog?
Call a stylus. You can buy them at any.
Man.
GT's got them. Any GT's got them.
I had to do that with just a regular pen. I never.
I got the same one.
No.
I got the
Your
same
head
one.
still, and whenever I move this, you're going to follow it with your eyes only. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, can you put your feet back together for me? Arms down at your side, just nice and relaxed. Okay, keep your head perfectly still. Okay? Arms at your side, please.
I saw a little.
I'm seeing he's going really fast,
For
but
lack
I'm
of
seeing a
smooth
little.
pursuit, like,
Yeah, that's where it's going with that.
like you're talking like maybe that, but like this is like, come on with it. Like this is the Dale Earnhardt version of this. I saw a little, and mind you, I'm seeing this through like grainy cell phone footage, basically.
Follow it with your eyes, keep your head still. Okay, so keep your nose pointed at me, and then follow the light with your eyes.
Well, he could have been doing equal tracking and then checking for lack of smooth pursuit is what I think where the fast comes in.
I like this. So my dad used to do.
Yeah.
Was your dad a cop?
So you start the test looking for equal people size, equal tracking, right?
Yeah.
Resting nystagmus.
I acquired one of those.
After failing all the sobriety tests,
Juan said too fast. Juan's been watching too many of these.
the officer determined it was
Oh, they got the
Did
little
Juan
worksheet.
Did Juan fall over when he saw him do it?
Yes.
right to place her under arrest.
All right, so this one's probably going to be the easiest one that we're going to do. All right, all I need you to do one more time, feet back together, heels and toes touching. Okay, you're going to relax your arms by your side. All right, when I tell you to begin, you're going to tilt your head back, close your eyes,
My dog.
and count in your head what you think 30 seconds would be. Okay, so you're going to be your own stopwatch. Does that make sense?
So you just count to 30?
Alternative
Your
tests.
eyes, count to 30.
hooking her up with
Arms by your side.
Oh, nice person.
Good job,
At this
bro.
time, you are going to be
That's smooth. That was pretty smooth.
placed under arrest for DUI, okay?
He's clearly done that before.
I guess I was so used to confrontational arrests that literally, like, when we knew, like, we're like, hey, we're 10, 15 times one, you know, that we would just go
take
hands
him.
on. Like, you would instantly double Kimura to the back. Like, you weren't getting out of it. We were just very quick about it. But I like this version too because it seems very smooth. It was nice.
So
I think that's related to the law though in Texas.
I just need to be respectful.
You tell them they're under arrest, they resist, and
I've
then
been
you have
very
to
respectful with you.
And that's all that I'm asking is
Hey,
to be
pass me that
respectful.
seatbelt. Yeah, you should be able to. As long as you got the money
Who
for
are
it.
talking to right now, bro? You got DWI. Get out of here, dog. Like, who are we on the phone with? You're towing the car on the side of the road, right? Like, it's not like it's in a parking lot. Get out of there. What are we doing?
Like, as long as you got cards and everything else, like you have the ability to pay for it.
I have the money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As long as you have the ability to pay
I mean,
for
I
it.
know all y'all care about is money. I just need to make sure that, like, I can physically.
Okay, yeah. And as long as you get, as long as you can have the water once we're done in here. Okay. So, would you be willing to provide a sample of your breath for the purpose of determining?
Bro, we had to do blood for all of it. It was such a pain in the ass. You had to go to the hospital. Sometimes we had in jail. We had like an in jail nurse for some nights. It was kind of nice. But like, dude, they'd always be combative. So then you had to be there and the whole thing.
It's alcohol content.
Yeah, but search warrants are harder to fight
You can
in
tell
court.
me no.
Yeah, 100%.
If your PC's in line, that search warrant's good to go.
If you tell me no, your license will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal, or 18 months for a second refusal.
Yeah.
Provide sample now. Come on, girlfriend. Provide said sample.
0.08%. Okay. So on the first sample that we got, you blew a .137.
That's drunk. Yeah,
Yep.
0.13 is pretty drunk. So she
Just
got
a bit.
drunk. I never got the parents part, but I don't feel like watching this 50-minute one. That's 30-minute one for that. Decent DWI investigation. The reason why it's called standard field sobriety test is there is a standard that is taught and approved by case law that it is an appropriate thing. I didn't see, and mind you, I kind of skipped through. Typically, you also have to make sure that they qualify. She wasn't in an accident, so you can't imagine there's an injury, but I'd still ask. And then there's the still, like, you know, are you wearing contacts? Do you have a history of having resting nystagmus? All that other kind of bullshit.
Yeah, those are gonna be for HDN. Those are disqualifiers for HDN. Yeah. The SFSTs themselves.
Yeah.
You can go into everything that NHTSA did and all that stuff to kind of create those, but the standardized three-test battery is standardized for a reason.
Yeah, do it the way it's taught.
15th of August 2021, a patrol car
Don't
sighted
deviate.
multiple individuals riding their ATVs down a public road.
Seems like
This,
fun.
being a violation against
Sideshow shit.
causes the officers to approach the suspects.
This has got to be in
and confront
Texas.
them.
Yeah.
Get real close, get close.
What does it say?
Let's find out.
Okay. Pull up on that one, pull up on him, pull up on him. Get up!
That raptor. Oh. That cop was invested.
Yeah.
Now we're fighting one.
Lights on now. Oh.
So, as a civilian, free advice. If you see a fight going on like that, there is no use of force continuum for you. There is no standard training. So you just do what you do, okay?
That's true.
As a police officer, there's two of y'all. There no need to be body slamming people or anything weird like that. However, if this is assaultive resistance, you pick a fight with an agent of the state, they get to pick a fight with you. I would just very tread caution. I never have beef legitimately with people that run on foot. That's the game. We signed up for it. We played ourselves. We're trying to take you to jail. I get a little bit more salty with vehicle pursuits. But like, fights are the same way, dog. Like, you decided to go get into now resisting and just pulling away, then that's one thing. But you get assaultive, and it becomes a different story.
Sweep the leg.
I'm not a fan of a taser.
If he's wearing actual motocross gear underneath, he'll have pads underneath. I mean, he probably doesn't, but he'll have pads underneath and stuff like that. Makes him ineffective.
I will say this, so and Millennial can also talk on this account, but like there is a 2-person takedown method that requires, and this first officer, the one that's currently grappled here, is doing a good job of taking and clenching the top portion of this individual to make sure they're not throwing punches or running, right?
Go high-low.
The second person's job is to go low, right? And that's just to take their legs out of this fight. You gently can bring them to the ground and then deal with getting them into handcuffs. But a stand-up fight like this, 1, gives them a head start to running, which can be dangerous. You're obviously in the middle of a street. And then 2, you have another issue here of getting kicked or punched. They have a lot more leverage standing than they do on the ground. So this is why this type of training is incredibly critical. Every single police officer in America should be able to execute a high-low when you have 2 officers present. It should be like super easy.
Yeah. Effective, fitness, combative. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I will also say, and this kind of goes back to also like Keith's generation. There's at times when you're in a big crowd, you will not get a second officer. All the other officers are trying to make sure nobody soccer kicks you. This is where leg sweeps can be very devastating. Yes. You can be your own top and bottom person here.
And just as a side note, you don't have to take them gently to the ground.
Well, no, if it's assaultive.
Yeah, I mean, if it's assaultive.
Oh, dog.
Oh. Whose dog is this?
I think one of them's a canine unit. He must have hit his door popper.
There's no way. I was like, random dog appeared. It's like a Pokemon dog.
Yeah, dog's doing its work.
Better than Georgia.
I can see this being Georgia, Atlanta.
Put your hands on your back now. Hold him, Rio.
Oh, I thought that was a gun for a second. I was like, I don't know if this is a deadly force encounter. Like, you need to chill.
That's the radio.
I guess a taser did get deployed here in this instance. So, it's the canine officer. Is this Daytona? It looks like Daytona.
Could be Dayton. Dayton, maybe Ohio.
Yeah.
There's your taser. Canine. So that's a canine officer.
Hold him, Rio.
Yeah.
Hold him, Rio. Hold him. Put your hands on your back. He's gonna keep biting you.
You've got him a good chomp on that calf.
Loose. Rio, loose. You move and you will get bit again. Do you understand? We need more crews out here as soon as possible. We got a large crowd.
So the canine officer in reality went through all the levels of force up to his final intermediate force. He went up and then went right back down the ladder.
Seats. Stop.
That is a terrible application code.
You got anything on
They're on, which is half the battle.
Okay.
That dog's probably keeping those other riders at bay.
Dude, that is the one. I complain about bite dogs. That is the one valuable thing is nobody wants that sauce. If you are not an armed person, dogs are a very big motivator to know. Like dogs unmotivate people very, very quickly, especially like if you've never dealt with a bite dog in person. So there's like regular German Shepherds and stuff like, and even like I'm an animal person, so I love everything, right? That's got 4 legs and a tail. But like bite dogs, especially like trained, bred Malinois, are not nice dogs. Like they give off an air of, can I bite him? No, okay, I guess I'll sit here. Well, how about him? No, okay, I guess I'll sit here. They'll like tolerate you petting them, but in general, they're not nice
target
dogs. Yeah, they're not nice dogs.
When they're targeting you, you know.
Yeah.
You feel it. I'm not sure of the breed on that one. I was gonna say Dutch Shepherd. I'm not 100%. Someone correct me in the chat, please, if they know.
Yes.
Where are you hurt at?
It's just a leg.
Who else?
Where else are you hurt, sir? Where else are you hurt?
My head, my ankle.
Your head and your ankle?
He's waiting for that cone.
Another cone, okay? Okay.
That did happen. Being a
I need
cop
some
is
water.
I couldn't rest with that.
Let me get you some water. Hang on.
All bystanders present seem to disagree with the excessive
they're
force that
racist.
was used by the officers to detain the suspect. But what do you think? Leave a comment and let us know. Now back to the video.
I think
This douchebag saying that he disagreed with the excessive force. He doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
It looked like the force was necessary to stop the action.
So
I mean,
the
it's just
other thing you got to think, and this is what a lot of people don't think about, is like let's say this guy's highly motivated, right?
Mhm.
And this guy's going to be willing to take somebody else's car to get away or whatever. Like the second somebody's A, going to run, or B, going to run and then fight and then resist, like it now becomes a peacekeeping operation. And it doesn't look great. Like that's the one thing it's hard to express to people is like someone that's willing to be rude at the Starbucks. Like I don't get to know, because I don't have precognition, right? I don't get to know if this is just somebody who's going to yell a lot or somebody who's going to throw a table across the room. And so the only real recourse I have is to detain them, really, or in this instance, like effect an arrest. And like that, until you've been subject to that or understand like how wildly different these scenarios can play themselves out, because you'll get old fraud boy, right, that just sat there, tried to pass a check and sat down and was just snarky the whole time.
Yeah.
Versus we've seen guns get pulled, we've seen babies get held hostage, we've seen carjackings. Like you don't get to know. And so I'll always argue on the side of protect that person from themselves and then protect yourself from them, right? The only way to do that's affect the arrest. Now, when you go do that, the more resistance they give, the more leverage you can use on them within a level of reasonableness. But force will get applied.
There's many forms of de-escalation, and handcuffs is one of them.
829, that's what you, that cuz. Call my sister. Yeah, call. Hey, tell her to call Minnie.
See that dude with the white pickup truck back there?
Yeah,
Stop.
dude, that's
No
not
road.
like impossible.
He is injured. Gonna fight to the leg. Any other injury? Get your car. Get back into the back.
Again,
He's getting burned off now.
One for the suspect, one for me. I'm checking on my partner now. Are you good?
what's your business here, sir? You're impeding the roadway. Let's go.
Unless he's the narc.
This tattoo policy.
I know he ran me into the pool, so I have a hole in the leg.
Got it.
Ooh. Well, that's when he got hit. That's when he got slammed into the hole.
I don't know what happened. That red truck he hit.
So in Texas, assault is reckless too.
What's your deal?
Yeah, I saw PO.
I was back there. I'm
Just watching.
I like how the injured officer that just got done getting in a fight's like, is no one going to address this guy?
Ohio.
Why are you
It's a
here?
Ohio plate.
There we go.
Why are you here?
Yeah, okay.
Have this PlayStation shirt.
You were didn't get
PS1?
or anything like that?
So yes, as to what that all happened for. That seemed a little excessive.
Well, you can't drive the ATV out here on the street.
Yeah.
So we try to.
Why is he here? There's
That's what I'm
literally
saying.
no good reason. Are you involved? Go. Like,
Yeah.
Go.
Again,
Do you have a question?
impeding.
Here's my name and badge number. Go. You can have, here it is. Go. Like, there's no reason for this. Not an involved party. This is not any of that stuff. They need to be gone. Just because this can do nothing but escalate.
Yep.
Stop and they take off
I'm glad I'm out.
Wait, he's fleeing.
What do we do? Everybody.
Not now. We need a medic to get him, and another medic's gonna get me. Medic for him.
No, he didn't have to start his ATV and keep riding.
A leg for an arm? They both got legged.
Same
While the
leg.
wounded officer is being treated, his partner searches the suspect's bag, and I can tell you she's not prepared for what she's going to find.
Is it a head?
If it's just drugs, they're really playing this out. Switching back.
Yeah, I'm good.
This canine needs to go and sit in the car.
I didn't go through it yet.
This is his bag. I don't know. Whoever's taking him.
Also, I only want one officer doing this so that the chain of custody is one person. Like, I was never a fan. If it was my stop, right? Like, let's say this is my stop, this is my call. I search the bag. I search the people there. Maybe I take help on searching the car. But then this person's already going to have to do like a supplemental report, right, to mine because they're involved. I try to involve as little people as possible because like you start to run into chain of custody issues. But yes, gloves.
I think Juan's asking for a
poll.
A poll, yeah, pretty sure.
I'll give you guys a poll. What's in the bag? Poll. What's in the bag?
I'm going with B.
In the bag. What did he put? Crack?
A crack. B, sexual device. C, body part. D, another dog.
Body part. Another dog. Look at me doing this all myself. Start poll. There we go. I'll give it a couple of seconds here, just so people can have some time to see before we get the wow. Fucking Dan, you're my band person. You're my mod. Let people vote for a second.
I have to put Dan in timeout.
You're about to, yeah. I think Miss Puddle Dancer's got a better job. A gun's probably a little bit more.
Sheriff Bamhammer's about to send that sergeant off the chat.
Exactly. Fargan.
Sergeant.
Back. It's good to see Fargan here too. I'm happy to see everybody here. I'll let this play.
We had 90 views at one point.
Right there. Gloves.
Just drop some likes on the stream, people.
I'm going to point out that there's not a single pair of gloves in this entire scene.
Not one.
Man, y'all got to chill with this. Dayton police.
You got EMS right there. Get the gloves from them.
Exactly. Go hand out some gloves, man.
So, just real quick, was I the other one, and my guys the other one that like stole the gloves from EMS when they weren't looking, or did y'all do it too?
No, dude. I would ask.
Good. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I had so many gloves in my
I
car.
would straight up ask. Our EMS guys were so cool. They would be like, "What's your glove size?" Boom. Just hand it
no.
to the box.
Asking is lame. Stealing is better. It's much more satisfying.
Maybe I get that.
Strategically trading equipment.
Yeah, that's true.
Trading equipment to adjacent locations.
Yep, municipal property and county property.
It's a picture of my dad who left 20 years ago. What's this poll at? Oh, wow. Sex Toy's kind of crushing it right now.
Nice.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he usually puts that gray charge like
Glock 23. Do you want to write it down?
Under the tailpipe, just flat black.
Anybody got gloves?
Is also a nasty choice. 40 caliber and that small of a handgun.
Glock 23, 40 caliber.
It's a 3-inch barrel with a 40 cal.
It's California legal. It's a 10-round mag too.
10-round mag, no. It's not. It's not.
You know what? I'd take the 40 cal if I only had 10 rounds. I carry.
You can only get 3 fingers on that gun, and it's still not California legal.
All right, here we go. We'll see if one in the chamber. All right, it's going to be EAU 419 US.
So he's reading off the serial number, one for evidentiary's sake, but also that's getting run, and they're gonna check to see if it's stolen. A lot of times, these are stolen. That is actually shout out for being a Glock 40 though.
Oh, we can get all this down.
After being treated at the hospital, the suspect was arrested and charged with the following: aggravated assault, resisting arrest, carrying a concealed weapon, and improper hand.
This guy's face tat here. So you guys all fail. It was a gun. Shout out to the 42 votes though. Shout out to all of you guys. Sex toy.
Gun wasn't an option. Yeah. Gun wasn't an option. But I mean, the gun could have been a sex toy. Right?
Stop.
Handling of firearms.
Well, you're supposed to be a registered adult.
Whoops. You're right.
See. We'll keep going.
I regress back to my teenage years.
We'll keep going. I owe y'all a little bit more time because I screwed up the stream so much in the beginning.
Let's give them a pursuit. I think they deserve it. GSP.
Is this GSP?
No, it's Arkansas.
ASP.
Also
That's fine.
scary too. Yeah, ASPs. They're out here for blood, dog.
Yeah, they don't. Those guys, they don't stop.
ASP will pitch you at 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Is he trying to race the guy?
I wonder if he was running him as he was driving by. Realized that like he got a weird return. I bet you he got the little bling 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 bling. You get on your MDC when it's a weird return. You're like he's like reading. Well, we do read while drive. We laptop while drive really well as cops. And then was like, oh no, this guy's getting.
I see. Yeah, he ran the plate, slowed down. Probably saw a furtive movement.
One last one, I promise. At 24. Dude's gonna pull in here and gas up so he can run.
Yeah.
Run longer.
It's gonna be a gas station off of, I think it's Hutchinson at 65B. White Dodge Adventure, Adam Murray Young, 94 Young, and 184
One. Basically waiting for him to get out of the car.
I thought he was gonna run too. Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you,
get out of the car.
Fargan, for the super chat. He said worth $7 of appreciation. Thank you for whatever 50 DTK is. I do appreciate you monetizing the often unmonetizable stream. I have a question. Drop it in the chat.
I don't think they're going to pit the gas station.
He touched the line.
But I borrowed Staples, he's not pulled you over, showing out to have insurance on the vehicle.
Showing out insurance.
Showing the insurance canceled. You have insurance on the vehicle?
Gotta get it back on there, I guess.
Do you have your license on your your registration? So
I think it's dumb that they don't have registration on the plate in other places. That's so dumb. Texas is based. We have registration.
His reason for the stop was got to maintain financial responsibility.
FMFR? Yeah. That I can understand.
Do you have any proof of insurance?
Based on the return.
Let me see your license first real quick.
It's suspended.
Your license
is
suspended?
I did.
Let me see that real quick. What's the suspension?
Oh, what is night shift?
Check.
There's
two.
For what?
Bribe for getting them suspended.
Right, but what was it suspended for?
I ain't never
Okay. Come here real quick. What's it suspended for?
They just got suspended.
Right, but they're not just suspended for no reason. Like, what happened? What'd you do? Did you do something? Did you not pay a fine? Did you?
No, I didn't. I had messed around and got them messed over.
I'm curious to see how this pursuit initiates.
Yeah, I had them while I was.
No, I get that, but you're not explaining how.
Bro, troopers are kind of wild with personal space too. Like, I get it. Like, troopers are kind of built a little different, but like
the hats are built different.
They're kind of wild, dude. Like, by myself, I ain't standing this close to somebody. Honestly, with a backup, I'm probably not standing this close to somebody. Like, maybe I'm like a city cop and I'm just like a cagey person in general, but like, only troopers do this. Every once in a while, you'll see like a deputy do this, probably because they watch a trooper do this, but this is wild, dog.
Like, do you know how it got suspended?
It's just my ID. I really.
No, I get that, man. You don't know how it got suspended.
Yeah, they say a deputy's role model is a trooper.
No. Okay. All right. Just hang tight for a second.
I got Keith the giggle.
There he goes. Here we go. All right.
There it is.
Strap in. Let's go.
2. He said, gone.
Yeah. I can escape in my Dodge.
That trooper put it in drive before you even got the car in drive.
He knew he was gonna run.
Did he get his ID before he ran?
65.
No matter what, he's got him identified.
Early. Get him early. Right there. Right there.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, tree. Oh,
bro. You know what? I take everything I said back because I was like, "Why is he standing so close to him?" That's just an alpha male right there. That is, if there's ever the term ever applied to somebody, that is an apex predator out in the wild. That was the most incredibly efficient. Wow,
he is all of this, man.
You know what? That's a better cop than me right there.
He disabled that vehicle. That thing is disabled.
Yeah.
Don't you reach!
All right.
Don't you reach!
Now we're doing some trooper shit.
Bro. Also, how quick he was like, dog, you ain't running from me either. Like, you ain't gonna get out of that car. Like, we're gonna do this my way. Don't forget, ambulances are not glove giveaways. I would argue differ. He said JK, medic and EMT are worth their weight when they give gloves, dog. That was the only set of people that I actually referred to as first responders. It was EMS and police. Fire was what they felt like.
I'm with the chat on this one. This is the best pit I've ever seen.
I'm down for that. Okay, hold on.
Like never flips over, completely disabled, using the environment.
Did it at a reasonable speed, called it all out over the radio. Did all this by himself too. What an animal.
Driver's area is cleanly untouched.
Axioms, aviation. I couldn't read the rest of this. What does it say? Either way, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And EMS really are like, they were my. If I had to say that I had more respect, or I felt like they were underappreciated, it was always EMS. And then this trooper is right under that. This guy is just.
Your hands, both hands, both of you, right now. Quit reaching. Listen to me. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you. You understand?
Yeah.
Let me see both of your hands. Let me see your. Nope. You see. Show me both of your hands. I'm gonna shoot you. Let me see your hands. You stay right there. Let me see your hands. Let me see your fucking hands, dude.
Commands.
You too, man. You want to get shot? Quit reaching. Up, all the way. Keep them both up. You stay right fucking there. Hey, quit reaching, dude. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna fucking shoot.
Bro, that hand presentation. You saw him flinch for that? Bro.
This is why long axis is better. This proves it right here.
This right here. They make that stupid meme where people are like fake pulling out their wallet and shit, like in this gesture, like.
You
tell me what this
keep your hand. You too, man.
I get
shot?
wanting to be close so you can see what's going on. But this is why you stay behind the car with all your lights so you can give commands at a distance.
Yeah.
Quit reaching. Up, all the way. Keep them both up.
This one right here. You watch him flinch too.
You stay right fucking there. Hey, quit reaching, dude. I'm gonna shoot you.
That right there.
Yep.
I flinched in my head. It's like.
You stay right fucking there. Hey,
the trooper was picking up on it.
Like his hands were even together here. Let me see if I can get this to present here. Come on. Give me the frame. He goes from reaching and not looking at the officer at all to like a really quick hands together. What is this supposed to be? You know? Did he throw something?
No, it's like jazz hands or something.
Jazz hands.
Yep.
Hands together, like dog in the moment of.
Dude, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
Here, man, we right here. Shit.
Keep your hand, dude. You understand?
What's crazy to me and what people don't realize is like, he's not asking for anything terribly complicated. It's like, please let me see your hands.
Well,
and like,
sit. Put your hands.
How compliant are they being? Like zero.
Yep.
It's so annoying. But the amount of times like domestics go down like this, where you're like, dude, please stop, like moving around your house. It's stressing me out. You have knives like 10 feet from me. That was.
Don't you move.
Top 10 on
Don't you move.
probably number 1. Oh, we got another trooper.
Man,
Bro, he got here quick. Or I wonder if
And bat licked the hell out of his boy.
What the fuck you looking at me? Put your goddamn hands up.
This other trooper comes up with the same energy. Bro,
Yeah.
they recruit for this.
It's more believable when it's in stereo.
Not as good in mono.
You better start fucking crawling out this door. Crawl.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you are, dude.
Yeah, you fucking are.
You better start fucking crawling, dude.
All right. I'm finna get out the car.
Get out then. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I'm
Get
trying to
out. Get out. Ain't no fucking trying. Get out.
He's holding by his
Yeah.
fingers.
Yep.
I ain't got. Hey, look at my hand. Look at my hand.
You better keep your hands.
I'm coming out. My waist is stuck on my waist is stuck on the window.
His waist is stuck.
It's about to get. He could have rotated a little better. I do buy that his waist is maybe.
This is about to get a little ignorant.
But this might get a little ignorant. Just because they're still in a very vulnerable position here. I would like a third, but 2 can do this.
Fucking turn then.
I'm coming. My waist is on the window. My waist is on.
Oh, there you go. Tighten him in anymore. Oh, that's good.
I'm getting out, sir. Y'all got me in your hand. I'm stuck on the window.
Let's go. Get a third.
This is local. God, didn't find the biggest dude to show up on this call, bro.
Yeah, triple down to the
What is that?
Shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. My leg
Dude, the linebacker showed up and was just like, hey, what's up, dudes?
now.
Hold on, we're getting it. We're just making an adjustment. Put your foot left,
I'm a little
right.
nervous
So-
because his gun side's exposed here. These
Yeah.
troopers would probably handle that pretty quickly, but
Keep your hands.
also shout out to the old timer. Here's Keith. Like, that's fine. I got lethal. It's cool, dog. I'll let y'all deal with that shit.
Nah.
I don't want to fight nobody.
He's taking pod 1 the right way. He's holding that A-pillar.
I was about to say.
He's got the best angle on that
This
passenger.
old timer gets it, dog.
He can see inside the car. He's good.
Man,
He should
this
stay.
is so-
He should stay where he's at. He shouldn't let that guy come out. That should be waiting on that. You know?
They do 2 on 2.
I didn't do
You can slow it down. You can slow it down.
Chill, dog. What are we doing? Old timer. Dog, chill. Oh, there you go.
You can slow these engagements down. At this point, there's no rush, right?
Yeah.
We can slow this down.
Hey, when I say you did nothing.
Hey, if you guys have Atlas, if you Atlas this guy on there right there, that's who it is. I think it's Antonio Schaefer.
He said he had his ID on him already, or had him
Yeah, but
identified as.
I wonder if they were looking for that, and that's might have what hit on the plate was that name, and they probably had
Possible. Had that happen. Get out on a high risk stop, and the driver that the hit comes back to turns out to be the one on the felony warrant.
My boy's yoked here.
I'm ready when you're ready.
That's a whole ass
That's 3 men. He ate the first one. That's the guy I want on every call. So that's gonna de-escalate so much shit.
There was a few shifts. So Millennial and Keith have both met me. I had both in 2019 and then in 2020. There was 2, like, 'cause we had 410s. It was my Fridays, and then in 2020 it was my Mondays, technically, or I was the smallest person on my shift. And I am not a small human being.
You are not a small human,
It
sir.
was an enormous shift, and it's like we'd never gotten to fights. It just never happened. It was like when the 230-pound person's the smallest person there. Like that is a scary call. Like there was just no. Then there was. I had one where I was like took 2 other officers to be my size. Like I had a bunch of, and this is no offense to very, very small females, but it does not inspire a lot of confidence when they're yelling, "You better sit the fuck down," and they're like this big, and you're like, "Dog, like please no."
When the Chihuahua comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Like bro, shoot.
Yeah.
So my joke was always, now they ain't gonna fight you, they're gonna shoot you, and they'd be like, "Yo, dog, you're right. I ain't trying to get shot." And they would chill out. I was like, "They ain't gonna fight you. I'll fight you. They won't." You gonna take the ride or something? This guy had shorts for his hair.
That's not a guy.
But this lady had shorts for his hair. That boy 5. What's going on, homie?
There he is, big dog. Oh man, look at those arms.
Hey, we got a bunch of new people here in the stream. Someone else barely hear the Discord chat. It might be. I know I'm in mono, but I try to pause the video as much as I can, if the video's playing.
That's unfortunate. He's not going to use that tonight.
Anything else to this?
I see Arkansas videos. It's a little bit of action and a whole lot of standing around.
Standing around, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Bill when you need him? This is his favorite. What do we got here? Suspect in Dodge Charger Rams. Oh, this gets. At least it's GSP.
They boys.
Get you guys this
They basically own GSPs.
I can see that. It's an Officer
Video.
Thickums. Mint's just mad. He's a tic tac out here. He's a good tic tac. He's a tic tac.
Yeah.
Don't be hating on Thickums. We need Thickums out there. We need that Thickums. We need that Thickums. I feel bad for them when they have to do a row machine though.
Yes. That is
So,
not
like,
a
they have
thick
to,
boy.
like,
That is not a
5
thick boy
minutes.
friendly machine.
No, you gotta do it in like 5 minutes.
Bro, you were bad dogging the hell out of this Charger.
It says RT.
Yep.
It means it's not a stat pack, right?
Yeah,
It means you can probably catch it.
Yeah, you can catch that. A scat pack, good luck. That thing's gone. But... Oh, there's nowhere to
Oh, they all wanted that guy. That sounds like crap. Sounds like a weed whacker.
He's going to. Yeah.
Bad driver too.
Problem with a lot of these guys, they have out of that power nose cars, and they don't have the skill to handle them. They end up wrecking them themselves most of the time.
I feel like you're foreshadowing something here, Keith.
Could be.
Who's stuck? He's stuck.
Try that.
Oh, he pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If you're suspecting and you happen to be in some part of DFW and you see an old Ford F-150 and a particularly excited brown man in the driver's seat, do not try this.
Yeah.
Free advice. You can put that in your suspecting book of rules. Do not try this. Also, if you're in South Dallas, don't try this.
Citizen policing at that point.
Oh, yeah. Bro, it's ag assault. Hey, bro, I feel pretty good about myself there.
Oh.
He just ran the car.
Oh, did he nick it?
He might have sent it around the corner.
So the second you start hitting other
Oh! Wait! He just T-boned his car.
You will get pretty ignorantly approached here.
Are we just getting dash cam?
Yeah. Downside to these.
Okay, get back on your stomach. There you go, man.
Turn off your siren.
Oh, he did it.
Some
T-bone that car. 100%. He's 13.
Thanks, Josh. Part 3 on Only Robbers class tonight. Yes.
Look, 17 or 13.
I'll give it 16.
Oh, and his friend.
Well, his friend's not at fault, so
no.
Unless they can prove like some other crime.
I will
at this
say
point.
this: they need to put this kid in a car.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So him, and you can kind of see this. Just free advice if you're a police officer. Notice he's never actually looking at the police officers that he's interacting with. He's still continuing to scan, and he's still incredibly resisting. Right, like he's not staying where he's supposed to stay. This is somebody that's going to run, protect them from themselves, because what you don't want is your detainee running into an intersection with your handcuffs on post arrest, because now you are going to be held liable for injuries that happen to these to your detainees or your suspects.
Maybe he's just embarrassed everyone can see his boxers.
Could be.
Who is that guy? Is that a chief? I've seen a lot of stars.
The sergeant?
No, there's stars. There's stars on the lapel.
Oh.
I'm seeing like. You see
the
it?
third world of Louisiana.
Well, he's maybe a lieutenant.
Yeah.
What am I seeing there?
Yeah, I've seen one bar. Looks like lieutenant probably.
It's either a bar or like a maple leaf. I don't know hard to tell.
They shouldn't let the maple leaves out at night.
Sometimes they come out on their own.
Yeah, we can't tell you
Talking
anything
about-
about it.
talking
They
about-
just show up.
That was a lot of
Throwing
units
off
to
like-
show. It's a downtown area, so it kind of makes sense. That is a lot of units. What's he doing?
I mean, that dude got ignorant though.
Yeah.
Is he a passenger?
Is this from 21?
This is upload. Yeah, 21.
No wonder there's no body cams.
Yeah. Gay man awarded $100,000. Oh wow. See if I see misconduct here.
Dude, are you?
Let's see.
What? Are you serious right now? Dude, are you serious? Oh my god! I got him. Oh my god! Serious right now? Shut up already! No, you shut the.
And watched the vehicle make a right turn into a gas station with no signal, so they decided to make a traffic stop. The unfortunate events lead to the suspect being cuffed and one of the officers pushing his left elbow up to his back until he fractured his left elbow.
Oh, crap.
So he failed the signal, and that's what this T-stop was for?
Yeah.
Looks like it might be a UC unit with that shirt.
What's up, man? You got a driver's license?
Why?
Because you didn't use your turn signal to come in here and your plate light is out.
My turn signal
Alright.
was on.
No 77 works.
Is it a good stop? Yes. Plate light being out and not using your turn signal, sure. Them being plain clothes, I'm assuming they're doing like an interdiction stop of some sort, but like... whatever.
No, it's not.
And my plate,
Just
my
so you
plate
know-
light is out?
Yes. You got a driver's license?
Oh my god, are you serious
Yeah,
right
just
now?
so you know, you're being recorded without it in video.
Huh?
You're being recorded without it in video. Can you lower that window down, please?
What is... I'm not...
He waved.
What is going
Just
on?
lower that
Back
window
up,
down.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. I didn't tell you to get out of the car, did I?
Are you serious right now? I just pulled into the gas station to get some gas.
That's fine. Step up. Keep your hands up.
Are you serious
Keep your hands
right now?
up. Yeah.
What are you...
We're doing a
What?
frisk.
Are you serious right now?
Moving, dude.
Are you
Why are you moving?
Passive resistance.
Are you serious?
Stop moving.
Stop moving.
Are you serious right now?
Stop moving.
Are we clear? Stop
Are you
moving.
serious?
Stop moving. You know what? Get your hands up.
So at this point, I don't think his arm's broken, but and I've talked about this before in transporting people, and we had a whole class on how to move people, both in escort position and then once they're on the ground. You do have to be cognizant that this is somebody's ligament, shoulder, XYZ, whatever. This is a misdemeanor. These are 2 misdemeanors that you've on viewed, which I'm fine with. And let's say he's resisting a search. Totally a charge, right? However, empty hand skills become valuable because you're protecting that person from themselves, right? Nothing currently happening. He went to go do a frisk and the guy resisted the frisk. There have been many cops shot and killed in this exact same scenario where you're searching, or you're doing it's a frisk, it's a cursory search for a weapon, right? I guess because he's asking him to leave, he's just doing it as a precautionary measure. He maybe does it on every single traffic stop. If I had to go and detain somebody for a long period of time, they got frisked where I was at because almost everybody had guns where I was at. And so I have no beef with it. And then if they resist the frisk, sure. Getting brought to the ground, have no issue with it. It's technically lawful.
Let me see your hands.
Are you serious right now?
I got him, dude.
Are you serious?
Where are you?
It's the knee on the arm right there. So he's in a handcuffing position. Typically, if you look at some jiu-jitsu or you have modified jiu-jitsu, they'll actually teach a pin where basically, I can't demonstrate it, but you'll use your knee on the concrete to pin that person's elbow up against their own torso. You won't actually put your knee on the elbow because putting downward pressure doesn't prevent them from sliding the arm out, whereas putting sideways pressure on the elbow will keep it because you have the back already helping you and they can't bend their elbow anymore in that direction, right? It's my only issue with this. I don't know if it's taught. Could totally be within policy for them to teach that. But correct me if I'm wrong, when you're trying to pin someone's arm like that, if you did like a weird modified mount, you can theoretically prevent that from going without having to go knee on elbow.
There's a GSP position where if both hands are on the chest and they're hiding their hands.
Sure. No, that I understand. Yeah.
That one is there, and a lot of departments use it.
Yeah.
Right, the hidden arm to get the break, although it's really an effective way to do it.
No issue with that because they're like the arms are in front of you as opposed to behind you where they can't really go anywhere,
but
right?
the back that's wrong. And
somewhere in my mind, it's not going to be taught that way. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was going to say somewhere in my mind at this point, a Nickelodeon character is yelling Gary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keith? Just they pulled him for a traffic stop.
This is failed to signal and out traffic light. Or
why is he out of the car?
I was going to ask the question.
They haven't said we detect the odor of marijuana.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, nothing. I mean, did they see him pull away from a crack house? Did they? Of course, we don't have anything to show. But right now, they had a traffic stop.
Yeah.
Why is he out of the car? Issue him a citation, get his ID, identify him, all that shit like that. So, he shouldn't have been out of the car in the first. Why the hell would they even pull him out of the car in the first place?
Good reasons to go ahead and pull people out of the car would be a DWI investigation. You're going to have to do it anyways, right? Plain view, if you happen to see like shake in the car or shake on someone's lap, or if you smell the odor of marijuana. The only other one I could see is if the person's really non-compliant. So you'll get people if they're constantly fishing around in the car and I can't see.
Right.
Or if I have like multiple individuals in the car I'll start pulling people out. But typically I prefer them stay in the car because I don't have, if they're going to run, they're going to do it in the car. Right. But also like, I don't have to deal with them when they're inside the car as long, and I will add to this, the driver did pull their keys. Now, if the keys are still in the ignition and he's being real weird, I kind of get that because you're trying to prevent the pursuit. But like the guy pulled the keys and hadn't done anything in that. And again, the reason we're being nitpicky is because clearly somebody was nitpicky about this and ended up costing the city a bunch of money. But this could also cost you your job, if not potentially jail time, if it goes sideways. So know why you're doing something.
This
is potentially in the lawful but awful kind of situation.
Are you serious?
Stop it right now! Stop it!
I'm going lawful.
Stop it!
Oh my God!
I got it.
He's on it.
So it's after they get him cuffed, they crank him, and that's what busts his elbow.
Are y'all serious right now? Are you serious? Are they fucking serious right now?
I told you you're being recorded without it on video, dude.
Are you serious?
We're now searching. I guess it's search incident to arrest for resisting. Like a search.
If they meet their elements for resisting, if that's what they're going off, unless there was something plain view,
which theoretically still within the realm of reasonable, or there's case law that says you can do this.
Me out the car for no reason.
No, we didn't. You stepped out of the vehicle.
I pulled into the gas station.
So, and this goes for even if they're not handcuffed. Once you get your hands on somebody, depending on the level of resistance, you still have a duty of care to an extent.
Yeah.
Right, and this I'm seeing kind of misses the mark a little bit. Now, I'm not so mad about the recovery position, but just the actions during handcuffing questionable.
Right.
Fucking arm.
Nobody tried to do.
Are you serious? Because I pulled into the gas station.
I told you why we pulled you over.
You did
you
not
got out of the
tell me.
vehicle. I told you to stay inside the car.
Are you serious right now?
Shut up already.
No, you shut the f up. Damn. Y'all just get harassing.
I will say this: there's no reason to yell at this point. Like if you're the officer, like you've already got the guy on the ground, you've already got the guy in cuffs. He's only been yelling at you for a minute and a half. If you can't deal with someone yelling at you for a minute and a half, maybe this is not the job for you. Hell, you'll get other officers that'll yell at you for a minute and a half. To be fair,
And this is 2016, so
yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that.
so this is right after.
Is that right? Is that right?
Get out of here! Get out of here!
I'm okay with them.
Ma'am. You're fine.
Why are you leaning on me like I'm not on the ground? You're putting pressure on me for no
I'm not.
reason.
I'm just laying on you.
I don't mind this, to be honest, because he is cuffed. I will say he should be in a car. If he's gonna they've already done search incident to arrest, unless this guy doesn't know the difference between search and frisk. I'm assuming they're having him under arrest. Go ahead and put him in the car so you don't have to deal with him.
It's assuming these slick tops have cages.
Yeah. Also, this guy's already searching the vehicle itself, which again, if it's incident to arrest, I have no beef with. So just why keep him on the ground? I guess you're right. I guess if it's a slick, it doesn't have like a cage.
Not all of them do. So then if they're waiting for a cage unit to come,
Yeah, I feel like if you got a slick, you'd have patrol pretty close by that could come up and at least sit on the guy for you.
That's fine.
I don't know, man. Smaller agencies don't deconflict like that.
What's the matter with you? Why are you acting like this?
Why are you guys acting like this? You guys are abusing your power. He grabbed me out the car.
I don't think his arm's broken. He'd know.
He might not be registering though, adrenaline and everything.
I'm telling you to turn around. You turn around. Okay? I got him. He's good.
Turn around, sir. We're not gonna play this game with you. We're not gonna play this game with you. All right? We're not gonna play this game with you. No, it's fine. No, you want to act like this? No.
What are we
Stop
doing?
it. You're not gonna turn around. You're gonna comply with our orders. Are we clear? We stopped you lawfully. You want to act like this? This is what happens.
Shannon, a slick is a car without a light bar on top.
Yes. This guy being in plain clothes would like you to believe that they're probably in a slick. Why are we continuing this? Bro, this is the longest search of my life.
Yeah.
He keeps cranking his hand up. This might be where it causes the most injury.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you're still searching our guy. Yeah.
Spread your legs.
It spread your feet. Every time I hear it, I get like almost violently angry.
Mm-hmm.
Spread your legs has a relatively inappropriate connotation to it. Hey, on Only Robbers today, dog. What are we doing?
No.
We're gonna pick you up in a second. Are you gonna be like this still? Are you gonna calm down? Yes or no?
Bro.
Come on.
I've never been a fan of the lecture.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I've never been a fan of just eating people around like this, even while handcuffed.
Don't get me wrong. I have ignorantly handled individuals.
I come home from school break from U of I.
There's a difference between an adequate
What's adequate?
takedown and adequate movement that's required in the moment, but there's this person at this point, he's more verbally non-compliant than he is physical.
Yeah, he tanked the broken arm if it got broken in that time.
My God, are you serious right now?
Stop moving.
Are you serious right now?
What's going on here?
Are we clear?
Are you serious?
From the other guy's perspective.
You know what? Get your taser
Are
out.
you
Fuck it.
serious?
If you're having to get your taser out and you're already hands on and you're already grappled, you're doing it wrong. This is a free advice.
Plus, he's wearing
Are
like
you
four,
serious
I think
right
four
now?
jackets, 4 shirts, something like
Are you
His arm.
serious?
Wow, it looks like he's
Are you
layered.
serious? Are you serious?
Stop it right now. Stop it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that might
I got it.
Oh my
That's
God!
it.
I got serious.
Yeah,
Now you're
that's when his knee was right there. It might have been on his like right up here, like in his ulna or whatever, where it's cranked like that. Then, yeah, I could see
I think his knee was pinning his just above his elbow, and he yanked his hand up with his elbow pinned to the ground.
It's a weird stop. We talked about this with the DWI investigation. Like, there's a process for it, right? And again, we're being nitpicky because people are nitpicky, right? And if you're looking at this from a civilian standpoint, there's going to be complaints because it's going to be hard to argue the reasonableness for it, right? Keith brought up a brilliant point of why is he even getting out of the car? And the officer was the one that initiated him leaving the car. He's the one that opened the door. He's the one that started pulling him out. And so, like, if the guy started leaving the car, think about old fish lady at the beginning of the stream, right? Where she's the one kind of initiating, approaching the officers, kind of trying to slam the door. But even in that instance, there really wasn't an articulable offense. It's like, why are we going hands-on in these instances? Like, leave. Either create safety and go hands-on and do your business, or leave, but you have to know what your authority is. And this is kind of why it matters.
Know your limits, people.
He is going to jail for an outline. Yeah, exactly. I wonder, I'm assuming they also charged him with resisting, which is stupid.
But, okay.
Because, again, there has to be a charge first, in my opinion. No, they'll say he's resisting, probably. Dan said it just as we have a slight delay, but he said it just as I did.
Look, was there any notes they said they found anything?
Dang it. Hold on. I'll have to find it.
Okay.
They also sent him to the mental hospital because they feared for his mental health. Did they do that? Thank you for
So they put him under emergency detention from a traffic stop? Where they initiated the
I don't know about
escalation?
That would be a big
Is that what I'm hearing?
red flag if that was the case. Like, that's you're not going to NED a guy or do an emergency detention for his mental health based off an arrest. That's only going to be done in like a welfare check or something like that. It's probably the only way. Or like an on-view. I have on-viewed what ended up turning into. I had a guy, he was like, it was like full on raining outside, and he was just kind of pacing in the middle of the street. And it was like a residential. There was a sidewalk provided, so like I could articulate like the pedestrian roadway, but I wasn't trying to mess with it. I was like, dude, are you lost? Like, what's going on? And he just came out and was like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I want to kill myself now or later. And I was like, damn it. This is what I get for asking questions. Like, so I played myself there, but they got my fiance from work. I'll see y'all later. Squids.
See you, Squids.
See you later. Okay, I'll do like 2 more and then we'll do the after party, I think. What do we got here? Oh, we got a short here. This one's kind of magical, actually. Hold on. Oh, do we not get audio? How do I turn on the audio here? There you go.
Just give me a minute.
Oh, this guy.
So that's a police station.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Get away. Can I take these off or not? Just give me a minute.
My boy wasted no time. He was like, yeah, I'm out.
He took up an additional charge, but, you know.
Like, they already have him identified. I bet you they charged him with criminal mischief for these blinds.
Escape from custody if he was lawfully arrested.
They're just stacking them on you if you're doing that. I will say this.
No,
I think you should
He's
get,
lawfully
like...
arrested. That's not stacking. That's
you're right. It's not stacking. Yeah, you're right.
No.
I like how quickly he committed to that. My boy's gone.
Yeah.
Also, my dude.
Oh, no.
His reaction would be all of our reactions. Let's be real. Every one of us would be like, ah, shit.
I'd have been so pissed. I'd have been like, damn it, I played myself.
How many hundreds of people did that detective do that with? And then that was the one.
No kidding.
Third story, too.
Let's see. Graphic. No. DWI, we've already done one. Terrifying transition from calm to chaos. This one was okay. I watched that one. Wheels fall off a stolen SUV. I was curious about this one. How does
She started stalking one of the police officers.
I'm sorry, I don't understand English. What is the definition of battery, please?
On August 5th, 2022, a 35-year-old woman showed up to a police station to file a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend.
So I was told by the Cook County Sheriff that I could file a police report.
They're wrong. We are not taking any more reports for you. You
You haven't taken any, so
Yes,
as of
we
now,
have.
I'm a civilian. What is the case number?
Miss, what are you trying to report?
I am trying to report that I have T-Mobile phone records.
You don't.
Okay, is this like some alternate reality where I have an email that you can't see?
What are your phone records?
So this is the number listed. He claims that I sent texts.
We're done. We're not reopening.
So, though I understand, because we did have people that would call like every single day. It's typically what happened with like child custody. This would happen with like domestic disputes where they were like separated but trying to be like real petty. You might also see this in like an instance where like it's like purely a civil matter, but they want documentation for like tenants' rights. This is dumb stuff like this, right? But you gotta listen to the complaint. At least listen to the complaint, just for the sake of like covering your bases, because you don't know who the DA is gonna say. You don't know what's gonna happen when this gets to the news. At least listen to the complaint. I kind of understand where he's coming from because it can be incredibly annoying, but like, at least if you listen to the complaint and say, well, this is nothing new, or even fuck it, just say I'm going to do a supplement, be like, lady showed me stuff, check my body cam, done, submitted. But like, everybody's coming to you. Technically, they're paying for you to go and show up and listen to them. That's the least you could do. Unless there's some child that you got to save right now that you're not saving. Like, what else are you doing with your free time? I'm assuming this is a sergeant or higher, because it's probably the very few people that get away with this attitude.
Ruined his Netflix and chill.
Yes. I think she stalks a cop. And we had, like I said, I probably had, I would say no less than 20 people that I had more than 4 or 5 interactions with. Plus, I had some that I had like 30. So you will get frequent flyers, but like, you have to, at the very least, give a listen to the complaint. That's my only.
In this case, we are not investigating
There is
this.
no case because I haven't filed one yet.
I'm not taking your report.
Okay, I'm going to stand here so you let me file a case because as a civilian, I have the right to do so.
If you want to stay in our lobby, you can, but if you're disruptive, you will be arrested.
Okay, let's put me under arrest.
I'm not arresting you now.
Hey.
Now you're.
Oh, now you're going. There we go. There it is.
Ooh, that's the felony.
Yep.
I don't know why some people are like this. Like, theoretically, according to the use of force continuum, what would be authorized as an appropriate and proportionate response to a deliberate, damn near punch here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about getting leg swept and get to what this carpet feels like. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... I'll never understand people that just feel comfortable doing that to other adults.
So what's appropriate and what's effective might be two different things. But I'd say there's a disparity of force here as far as she's smaller. So a bigger officer might be able to, and we know the small ones tend to be wiry, but with effective use of these tactics at this point, you could cut that angle and work that pretty well. If you know what you're doing.
Dog.
But at the end of the day, this fight is probably going to end up on the floor.
An intentional hit, though, like a clearly confrontational and intentional hit. Like,
that was like a mush.
I'm tracking. It wasn't like she tried to sucker punch the guy, right?
No, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Clearly,
two-handed slap to his body, though. You know.
Oh no, there's no disagreement here. There's no disagreement on that side. The legal elements are there. You have enough to justify an equal amount of force. I don't know, man. Handle it.
That's wild to me.
Yeah,
You're under arrest.
I'm not saying don't smash her to the ground, but you know.
Yeah, that's also some coward shit. She goes and hits this guy and then immediately turns around and becomes compliant, but that's some shit.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing the change in behavior. and they're adjusting for it.
We're okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Girlfriend, get your gear sorted out. Hold on.
no, we're not okay, girl. We're not okay.
Hold
We're
on.
not okay.
Let's see this. I'm gonna hold on.
Now you're under
Taking her
arrest.
handcuffs out.
Okay.
She checked for her cuffs, missed the first one. That was at 11 seconds.
No.
We're okay.
Oh, good gosh. "12 seconds.
It took 12 seconds to retrieve your handcuffs.
What the hell?
Girl, we are not okay. You are not okay.
You are not okay."
She's like, we're okay. No, we're not.
I'm glad this lady's being cooperative, just for the team here. But like, let's use.
I'm on team Know Your Gear. I'm on team Know Your Gear all day.
Yeah.
I'd get pulled into a room and made fun of at the very minimum, if not like sarcastically told to give like 20 reps of retrieving my handcuffs.
Because that's how a hostile work environment is created, sir.
Bro, like I'm gonna suggest a remedial training for how to retrieve your handcuffs, dog. Like, but why this shit's important is, let's say she gets combative in the middle of the 12 seconds it takes for you to figure this out. Like, you've now exposed both the subject and then other officers to potential injury. That's my.
I have a distinct feeling these handcuffs don't work appropriately either.
She wins the Casey award for today. What was it, Casey? Who? What's
Yes, for today she gets the Casey so far. It's going to be a bonus. It's going to be a bonus if her cuff is still double locked right now.
Dude,
or they're so rusty they don't open.
If you guys are at this point, go ahead and comment if you think these are double locked or not. Or she has to like mess with them a bunch. Like she does it like off angled or does something weird. Or I bet you she does like the close cuff to the closed wrist and then has to do something like real stupid to get the other one on. Like
Street grade at F.
We're at F tier right now. We're starting at F tier.
Starting at F.
Don't stop. Stop.
Okay, enough.
Stop.
Enough.
Bro, she's cooperative enough. She did the close cuff. I saw it.
Can I get more help for this one, please, in the lobby area?
You're under arrest for battery of police officer.
Okay, can I put this in front?
What?
And now she's not in a cuff.
What?
No. She did not do what you thought she did. She slipped out.
Just relax, and then we'll get it all taken
Relax.
care of. Okay?
Clearly not closed all the way.
Oh, you know what happened? It's because she put him on fucked up. They're having to fix him now.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, like I want so hard. Y'all don't realize how like pro police I am. Like I really feel for police officers. Like I go out of my way to do a YouTube channel and have a Discord channel and
professional
provide. But like I'm gonna start putting an emphasis on good, like all caps good. Even I will say adequate policing because this shit pisses me off, man.
You want to do it in the front?
Yeah, that'll make her calmer. We'll
I can.
in the front.
Okay, you don't have to arrest me.
You are under arrest. You battered me. You are under arrest.
No, I shoved you because you weren't giving me the right to file a police report.
We're also going to call the paramedics to have you checked out. Stop resisting.
I would like.
Okay, what about this hand placement's gonna get her hands behind her back? I'm gonna roast this guy now. They've officially pissed me off. She doesn't need to be helping. These two grown-ass men with his Apple Watch can get this person into a handcuffing position.
Put you in handcuffs behind your back.
We're trying to be.
We're trying to be polite to you. So what's it going to be?
Take that.
I'll remain cooperative.
You are getting handcuffed. Where it's not.
I would like to not be handcuffed.
No, you're under arrest.
Why are you cuffing to the front?
All right, just put it back. We're done. Just relax.
Why are you catering to her needs?
I'm sorry, I don't understand English. Could you get me a translator?
Why are you grabbing her on the face while putting the hands behind the back?
You know, if they're not going to put her on the floor, put her up against the wall. Take 3 steps, get her against the wall, take that movement away.
He keeps getting mad too. Welcome to my world, Doc. I've been doing this for 2 years.
Dude, yes. I've seen it for a long time, but...
Are we double cuffing this lady?
I've seen this firsthand. All of this.
I got this. What do we do?
No, you don't got this.
What do we do?
Stop resisting this.
This is called habeas grab ass.
You're not being raped.
I'm all recorded, okay?
Just hands right here.
I do think this lady's a little MHMR, which I get. Or what is it? Mental health consuming?
She is a mental health consumer.
There it is. Yeah. Mental health consumer.
But let me reiterate that Karens don't qualify for that.
I think that qualifies.
Title.
There's a spectrum there.
I feel like this is. I feel like there's Karening, a lot of Karening going on, a lot of intention into what she's doing.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna file a police report,
You just picked up additional charges: resisting arrest, obstructing justice.
Any battery. What is the definition of battery, please?
She wiry. It makes sense.
She is wiry.
There is like handcuff bukkake going on right now. Like, what is going on here? It just takes one pair of handcuffs. You know what? I wonder who would do it faster in a competition. This lady or those weird deputies that had brought their pet to work day. Remember that chick? Left her tool belt on the ground and everything. Who would win that?
When she pulled her cuffs and her freaking belt fell off.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And her dog was playing with the suspect.
I will do anything. I'll just go home. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, you passed
Please
that.
stop. Okay, stop resisting and give me your arm. Please stop. Please stop. I understand. You can just shoot me now. Just shoot me now. Please stop. Please stop. Go ahead. Please stop.
Ow.
Please stop. Please stop. Please. I understand.
Now relax.
I understand.
Why are we double cuffing?
Relax.
What's wrong with her?
How much do y'all make fun of me if this is me?
Oh, good God.
Like,
At least 6 months.
She's resisting,
6 months.
but you're going to double handcuff her?
Yeah.
Are you putting me on the desk after this?
Yep. You're going back to training.
I vote Keith fires me probably right off the gate. And I'm going to say Millennial tries his best to be professional, but roasts me for the rest of my life behind my back.
Yeah.
It's a very
No. I will professionally roast you for the rest of your life.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. He has standards.
I don't know what's going on.
She slipped out this one before. Do we have a key?
Please stop. Please stop.
Yes, anybody got a key?
Please help me. I'll go in. I'm sorry. I'll go home. My dad has an issue. I just want to go home.
You're not the issue, honey.
I don't want to be in. Okay,
I could probably get Loki to handcuff someone better. Like Emu's cat could have done a better job of handcuffing than this. This is sussy.
I feel like this is one of those people that need the Japanese finger cuffs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. Oh, thumb cuffs.
Millennial. Careful now.
Finger cuffs. Finger cuffs.
The paramedics coming. So we're gonna wait for that.
What are you doing on this lady's leg? Hips, not legs, dog.
That is an ineffective position.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
We're gonna get a little
On
prayer
earth as
time.
it is in heaven.
She's saying what we're all saying.
We need some Hail Marys for this handcuffing to forgive the sin of this handcuffing.
Slight
Well, we ended on a bad one today.
because I felt threatened.
I'm just saying she's saying what we're all thinking.
So here I am on the floor.
Bro, I
Yeah.
think these paramedics
I don't harassed by this person.
I'm trying to understand this modified side control over the back of her thighs.
It's weird.
They're trying against me.
It's a little awkward.
No one in here so far has been
Like a
able
plank.
This chick here needs a lecture, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to start a nonprofit to teach police officers how to cuff, dog.
to file a police report. That's all I came in here to do today.
If someone can find her name, we can send her to training. I'm sure someone can sponsor it.
Subsequently was arrested for harassment by telephone to one of the officers.
I thought this chick back here was praying for forgiveness for that handcuffing.
He continually calls frequently.
Sure. It'll work out. So if you don't have any medical complaints, it doesn't sound like you want to harm yourself or anything.
I grow very tired these days of everything getting a mental health band-aid being thrown on it. It's a crime.
Is this weird that Fire's the one doing the investigation for it?
Depends on what state you're in. I would think, because sometimes the medical staff have more authority on that side than depending on what state you're in.
That's wild.
Than LE, it's weird. It's weird. In some places, it's just weird like that.
But are they
Texas,
affecting a medical arrest?
Not necessarily, but
Or
if
is
she's
they
not
just like-
alert and oriented, right? If she's got some stuff there,
I buy that.
yeah,
Okay, I take
they're
that.
doing their thing, or she's medically thrown off.
I could see
The
that.
way you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're even
Can't
to go to
have
the hospital.
medical exit.
It sounds like you are under arrest.
Yeah.
Because they take the Hippocratic oath or whatever.
Exactly. They can justify the taking him.
What do we do
They're
here?
gonna take-
Put that.
If she's in custody,
Is this a social worker? I think this is.
Could be like one of the victims assistance people, you know,
Dude, talk
because
about
yeah,
an
they,
underappreciated job.
yeah,
Victims assistants, they be the real ones.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear she wants to hurt herself. Then she screams, "Shoot me now!" Does not want. Yeah, that would have been enough, to be honest. I just wouldn't have done it because it's like mid to her assaulting somebody. So like, I just stick her with the charge and say that jail is counting as mental health time.
I don't know you could get away with the suicide by cop during the mid use of force at that
While
point.
the effecting of an arrest, no.
Yeah, no. If it was prior to and something else was out, withstanding, then yeah.
She's putting gloves on now? Dog, you've already gone to like third base with this lady. Why are you putting on gloves now? Like, it done been too late.
So far.
Bend your knee.
Just bend your knee and we'll pick you right up. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3.
Never stand in front.
All right, I'm going to pat you down real quick just to make sure you don't have anything on, okay?
Got a medic or a corrections officer? Like, where are we going?
Are we just now searching and intent to arrest? Bro, we've been on scene for almost 20 minutes with this lady.
This makes me wonder if this is like the reception of the jail.
Maybe, dog. I think it's the police department. It says something.
yeah, Mount Prospect. Ooh, is that Texas? Wait,
Might be. Somebody Google it.
Thank you.
I hope that dude in the red's not a training instructor.
Bet he is.
Oh.
Or detective. Rolly chairs and everything, dog.
Red shirts usually mean training.
Yep.
Okay, so here's
You
what's
and your
gonna happen.
people.
I'm going to take the cuffs off you. Okay. And you're going to sit here. Yes. Okay, if that
In no universe do I take the cuffs off this lady until she's done. I'm so done.
In no universe, did she deserve double cuffs.
Steve's already on the next. I'm just now reading that.
You mean last?
If we have to put handcuffs back on, we'll do it. Okay?
Let's see how long this
Okay, swing that arm out for me.
all the handcuffs.
Let me take them off.
Okay, take a seat.
Just the battery on Leo?
Police officer.
Okay.
What a weird call.
The suspect was charged with battery on a police officer.
Yes.
Wow. Good job. And that, ladies, is the solo Josh stream outside of, you guys had to put up with my internet. Thank you, Spectrum, for lasting as long as he did. Thank you to Dad for hanging out with us and being the registered adult like he normally is. And then for Millennial for being here. He's, both with the spicy comments, and then also he has a lot of good current police officer knowledge to go. And I'm now getting into that. I've been out of the game for long enough that some of my information is going to get old and antiquated. Shannon. So anyways, for everybody else, we will be doing an after party. For those that don't know what the after party is, you can join our Patreon group for as little as $1 a month. You get direct access to our Discord and to us. We do cool stuff like movie nights. We do as well. No, thank you, good sir. We also do game nights. We're going to be doing Bonsai tonight per the usual. I think we're on like the last 2 or 3 episodes of Bonsai. So I'll have to find another game. And then we also do game night. We did some democracy spreading last night. I missed you, Keith, but I got Sarah and Nate.
Yeah, I shut down before you came
I feel
on.
like we need to bring back American Gladiator at some point. So
Ooh, that might not be a bad one. That might be a good one to watch. And then we also have just really cool stuff. Like we said, we can do stuff like mock interviews. We at times are peer support for each other, and then just sometimes it's just a cool place to go hang out with like-minded people, whether you're a law enforcement officer or not. But again, that is part. We had 2, I think, people join while we were live. So shout out to our new people. I do love you all. I will hang out with the rest of y'all in this after party. For everybody else, we will see you next week on Tuesday, where I'm sure we'll be doing something hellacious and maybe not something else. And for everybody that was here, we had a bunch of people watching, and we got a decent amount of likes. So thank you all for hanging out with us. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
See you, folks.
See if I can